top 4 teams all playing to play again tomorrow in the final day. Sorry for that. Just had the brother come in. Anyway, so yeah, we have top 4 teams today. The teams that we get to play, that we get to see playing are APA, IKPA, written here, but their team's actually Ikra, as it is a Russian. Well, it is a team from the CIS server, or Kobni, whatever you'd like to call them. We have Serenity and BPS. Those are the 4 teams that we get to see today. And we have a couple of streamers as well, actually. But I'm not sure why I closed that one. We have Fujit, myself, Robert, who streams in Spanish. We have Manu streaming in Italian. And we have, I think that was Ninja was the name, Ninja TV. And Ice Shot, both of them will be streaming in Russian. A quick hands of notice here. Since we only have 4 spectator slots, I myself am restreaming for Manu, so I might do some weird camera work. I hope it's fine. And if you see on his stream, that's me controlling the camera, so please keep that in mind. It's the first time both of us are doing it, so I hope it works out. I really do. I'm also slightly sick, so we'll have to make things work as we go on. But yeah, those are the streams that you can watch. We of course have keys that you can grab by watching on the portal. The links are pinned in the chat. That's all you need to check for. I will show you how that works when we get there. But yeah, I have a small infographic to start things off with. Just to talk about the teams a little bit. Wait, actually, let me just tell you who streams which game. Because Fujit watches the match of APA versus BPS. And I myself will be seeing Serenity versus Ikra, so therefore also Manu was seeing that. That game's also streamed by Ninja. And Robert is also seeing the APA match. Just so we could get that out of the way. But yeah, I got an image for you guys. This one right here. I checked how the teams were playing against each other. Just these 4 in a bubble, of course. So this might be a little bit inflated in a way. How APA played against the other 3 teams, Serenity, IKPA, or Ikra, as I will call them, and BPS, of course. Just a small summary how they played. We can see most of these score lines are pretty close, 4-2s, 4-3s. Of course, we have some 4-0s, but they are not the dominant number here. So yeah, that is quite interesting in my eyes. We can also see Ikra and Serenity here. They met themselves in the previous skill twice, so that's why there's 2 more games here listed. So a little bit more info. I just went from this season alone, which is why there's only 2 matches because of the round robin. But yeah, there's not much really else to say. The first game we're seeing is Serenity versus BPS, whereas Serenity won both of those games. Although they were close, 1 tiebreaker and 1 4-2 for them. They are also, just statistically, the most successful team against each other. Out of these 4, of course, as we can see in the summary. Winning 6 out of their 2 matchups. As 6 out of their 8. So yeah, it's quite a fun thing. I made that really quickly just to have a slight overview of what the teams are capable of. And then we of course have APA playing Ikra on the other streams, whereas APA was quite successful, 4-2 and 4-1, winning against them. Wait, no. Ikra actually won 4-2 and 4-1 against them. There we go. Switched up the numbers there. So yeah, currently, just looking at these past games, we're looking at a Ikra and Serenity semi-final, which is, let me pull it up. Oh, let me actually close that one. So yeah, currently, wait, did I mix things up? It's APA BPS and Serenity Ikra. I did miss it. Okay, never mind. Make this smaller. So in that case, it would be Serenity and Ikra. Serenity would have the upper hand here, and APA BPS, it would be APA on the upper hand. I apologize, I talked a bit of nonsense there for the last couple minutes. But yeah, that is how it's currently looking like. So just from statistics, we would see a Serenity and APA upper bracket final. Games we're seeing today is these in parallel. Then we're going to see the lower bracket semis. One of them will be out. That will be our 4th place. Everyone else will play tomorrow. We will then see the upper bracket final to decide who played in the lower bracket against whoever lost here and then won that. And then, of course, who has their first entry into the grand finals. That is the plan for today. These are all best of 7 games. And with that said, I think we can actually talk about how you can get your rewards. So let me just locate this tab. And as you can see, most of these streams are going now. So all you have to do is go here and be logged in. That is important. You need to check which link you're on, which region. And then there will be a timer here that starts on the top of the hour. So of course it's not yet. We still have 12 minutes to go. For me, I'm starting early in all the others just to talk about the teams, get prepared, get ready, of course. So yeah, you need to have this one active and have that green, that bar blue, fill in blue. There we go. Therefore, once every 48 minutes, you will get 1 key. That one will be given to you if you've done all the things, if you've logged in, if you have your cookies enabled down here, and if you are active on the website. If you close the website, if you close the tab, you're not going to get any rewards. So keep that in mind. But yeah, other than that, I think I've covered about everything. So I myself also, of course, I want some keys, right? So I will move that over to another tab on another monitor. And yeah, let's talk a little bit about the maps that we have in front of us, because they are already listed here. Maps we get to play. First round. Mayan Ruins, Canal, Yukon, and Rockfield is going to be our tiebreaker if we happen to need it. Mayan, a pretty good map overall. Main importance is in the middle. That's where you want to put your focus. Of course, you don't want to neglect the outer caps, A and C. Still very important if you want to play on points or just pressure the enemy. But especially a lot more risky to get. You're going to get spotted moving and might get shot. So that's one thing to keep in mind. And then we have Canal and Yukon, 2 of the small number of maps that have 4 supremacy caps, therefore making their importance rise even more, in my opinion, because getting 2 caps, the enemy only has 1, and then you cut down the possibility of the other, you know, that is what's definitely going to bring them the game here. Whichever one does it, of course, or they just kill each other first. But yeah, Canal, a very open map, a lot of mobility usually taken here. We have seen numerous light tanks being taken yet, which I look forward to. We even see some mediums, one of the only maps where we do actually see them used regularly. Yukon again, then a lot more boxed in. We have the pretty high hills in the middle of the map that just give you cover from all around. Meaning heavies are more important here. And then Rockfield, an old one and a good one to finish things off in this set, I think. Then the lower brackets, we will see Black Goldville, Neville Frontier, Normandy, kind of a 4-cap map, and Dynasty's Pearl as our tiebreaker. That one's quite interesting, actually. But yeah, Black Goldville, pretty good, actually. Also, again, very open, but in a way also very enclosed, because you need to keep your angles, you need to have knowledge, get those spots. That is going to be very important. And definitely the main thing that they want to work with here, get those lights working in the middle, or even top or bottom cap, depending on what you want to do. Getting B here can be also very deciding. If you get there early and no one stops you, that's going to give you a huge advantage. Or if you get it in the mid part of the game, then you need to make sure that you lock it down, have no one get in there, all that kind of stuff. Naval Frontier works in a similar fashion, but also differently. Get knowledge with your lights. Where is the enemy? What is he doing? The B cap, again, very isolated, very hard to get to unless you rush it in the early games. But then it's going to be hard to get out of there. So works in a similar fashion here. Actually quite nice that they're back to back. Might favor some teams more than others, though. We need to be careful about that. Normandy, again, a 4-cap map here. B usually never taken, so it's gonna be about how they play the pain area, where no one crashes at the start of the game. And of course, down at A, an important one to look at. And Dynasty's Pearl, a classic. Often a map where you see pushes happening. But maybe we won't, it depends, because it's the tiebreaker here. People want to play maybe a bit more careful, not be too reckless. That might change the way they play here quite a bit, actually. And then we have the last set, Desert Sands, Molenbeek, Faust, and Castilla as a tiebreaker. That one is cruel, I tell you. Because Desert Sands is more an aggressive focused map, not one you can play a lot on passively. Molenbeek, I think, is pretty hard to judge yet since it's relatively new, but most teams go into the city. Faust is another 4-cap map, so I think that's all of them actually. I might be missing one. A pretty tough one. C and D are usually always capped. B, another hard one to get right in the center of the map. But yeah, Castilla, of course, Campstilla, who doesn't know it? And loves it, of course. A great map to play on every single time. We see either hyper aggression or really careful, because you can lock down all 3 caps without having to worry about anything too much. Yeah, those are the sets. Those are the maps we're looking for, the lineups. And now we're just waiting for the invite. I'm gonna accept it immediately and then hop right on out, because we are on a 3-minute delay. I got Discord messages. Are they important? They are not important. Alright, there's the room invite. Ready up and hop right on out again. As we do not want to reveal any of the lineups, of course. We want to avoid stream sniping to the best of our abilities. Just letting Manu know when I'm hopping into the room. As again, I am streaming for him, since we have a limited commentator slots, or spectator slots in fact. So yeah, it's a bit different today. Kind of weird in a way as well. So let's hope everything works out. But I'm hoping for a great game starter here. Serenity versus... Wait, let me not make that mistake again. Let me check what it actually is. And let me also turn that one off. Serenity versus Ikra, exactly, or Kobni. So yeah. Let me also make sure that I have that one open to see if the keys are working. It will keep you updated on that. You should start receiving them in 4 minutes for me, in 1 minute for you when you hear this. So yeah, just look, see if it comes blue. Check your cookie settings that are at the bottom of the website. Make sure that you're logged in as well and that you are on the correct website. If you're watching on YouTube, you're not getting any rewards, because Wargaming is not going to be able to know that you watched, because, how are they supposed to track you as an individual on a completely different website they don't own? But yeah, other than that, that's all I've got to tell. And we can hop into the room any moment now. It is the last server that needs to be done. NA finished first, Joker winning that. Then we had Risk finishing off the Asia server a couple of days ago as well, with a phenomenal performance. And today, EU starts and it will finish tomorrow. Same time here. on the EU server. And there it is, May and Runes, the lineups. Not quite decided, and as you can see, not everyone is here yet. I hope they got their invites. Oh wait, no, because we're right. For this one, at least, the slots aren't filled, but for the ones after. But yeah, me and Ninja, and of course Manu in the back pocket, if you will, are following this game right here. Lineups, currently looking at a triple Kranwagen, quadruple Type 71 here for Serenity. And Ikra looking to play a bit more mobility, a TVP from Dark Side. That one, very interesting to see. Even a 1-1B is quite surprising if we do get to see it. One thing I want to as well point out, I might mispronounce names. It is not to offend anyone. You are free to correct me, but it is not out of any ill intent. I just don't know any better, right? So yeah. I think that is everything to talk about. Let me just check something one more time. Make sure I got everything sorted out. Alright, should work everything. Let's get this one going, shall we? I'm excited. We don't see a medium. Alright, Ikra changing up their lineup a little more. Not quite deciding on what to go with yet, but it seems they're finished. Double 60 TP, triple Type 71 IS4, and a 215B here from Vata. Going for a more varied lineup, if you will. The IS4 here, pretty typical. It's a B play tank. There's no real reason to use this otherwise. So let's see if that is where Ikra sends it. 60 is probably right behind it to cover the cap on B. And yeah. With that said, the keys should now be ticking over for you. For me, it is. And we begin the BLITZ Ultimate Cup on the EU server. I am very excited. And I hope you are as well. It is Serenity versus Ikra. All of them, of course, rocking their new avatar. Some wishes coming in as well. And let's enjoy the show, shall we? First game here, of course, 0-0 on both sides. Have a look and see. The IS4 will do. Not going for B immediately. That's what you would normally expect. We see Serenity here. Spitfire is going towards C. And Serenity more or less going for a split move here. The Kranwagens passively behind the temple. The Types in the middle. And Ikra setting up a trap over here, hoping that someone will flank. With a double Type over here. We have some spots coming in. Dark Side in the bush, hiding. And cap advantage here is going to Serenity. Here we go, the IS4 side scraping. Looking for those Kranwagens. Of course, doesn't know that they are at those positions. But hoping to see something. Tokunami here. Slowly making their way forward. Going to go into A. He's not going to get spotted here. Serenity a bit too far at the back to make anything useful out of this. And with that, we have a pretty slow start here. Both teams feeling out each other. We still have the trap down here with the double Types. Hoping that something will run into them. But it's not going to be Spitfire, nor will it be them. Both of them just holding the bridge here. Playing this one very, very passively. Taco's right in front of them as well. And the Silva here is covering the middle. Arta here actually got shot. I'm not sure if it was a blind shot, but I dare to believe it was. So far, not much has happened here. Destiny trying to peek in the middle. Punished from Darkside. Paying attention here. Oh, and he takes another one. Psychopath. The return fire here coming in. And the game has now officially begun. Both teams here have taken damage. Positions revealed. Tanks spotted. And it is still Ikra, the Cobney team here, who are the ones who have to make the move. Especially if we look at the points here, it's 100-point difference almost. Even a kill is not going to be enough to turn this one around, I believe. Ooh, the silver. Moving out. Relocating towards the Kranwagens. Oh, Taco's good peek. What is the plan for the silver here? Are we gonna see a play on B? Seems a bit reckless considering that they are not the ones who need to make a move here. They're the last ones that actually do. Great shot there. Onto the IS-4, giving them a little bit more of a lead in hit points. And the Kranwagens here, especially Alpha. Still holding back, as well as Lego. Right behind him, Spitfire here is taking some damage. And we see the Type 71s are moving in here from Ikra. Going for C. And is Serenity gonna counter push? So far, it doesn't seem like it. No, the Kranwagens are all moving up here. The Silver's taking some damage. Alpha is as well. Come in here. In the middle, tracked by Alpha. Gonna take another one down to half hit points. Spitfire is very low. Has to drop down. C is being lost at this point. The Silver is hopping into B. Serenity's hope here is the points. They've already had a cap lead. They're still keeping it. The IS-4 is down to a one-shot. Darkside's a two-shot. If they roll well. Alpha bounces. Spitfire, he's still alive down here. Still loving you. Is not going to pick up the kill here. Kamen goes down for the IS-4. Almost 900 points here. Destiny giving fire support onto Tokonami. Getting in a full clip. Alpha is low as well. Psychopath down to a one-shot. This is getting very close now. Ikra looking to get ahead in points. And there we go. Psychopath goes down. Shielding here coming in from the Silver. Trying to keep them alive. But Darkside from the back. 950 points. Who's it gonna be? Darkside's down to a one-shot. 980. 990. Is it gonna be enough? No, it's not. And we have our first winner. It is Ikra. Very close. Turning this one around here by points. Getting C. Getting those kills. Stopping Serenity from gaining any points here. Really turned out well for them. And I'm actually surprised considering how the bleeding was favoring Serenity. But they might have just been a little bit too slow on a reactional play here. Them and Alpha. Bottom of the list. But the general spread here was quite even for both teams. Darkside, of course, sticking out with 5k damage here. Really great performance. Lineup remaining almost unchanged. Serenity is dropping one of their Kranwagens. Destiny here is switching to a Type 71. And Ikra, I think, is also unchanged here, other than the IS-4. Although we might see that returning. Also the FV, yeah. Going for a lot more armor here, both of these teams. Or just that all-around tank that the Type is now. Quintuple for both. Serenity with those double crowns and Ikra. With the 60 TP, Lewandowski go. Darkside really doing wonderful there. Don't think he even bounced a single shot that he fired. But yeah. First game here to them in this best of 7. They need 4 points. Either of these teams need 4 points in order to move on to the next round. For the other one, it means lower bracket, as this is a double elimination. It's not over yet if you're out. And let's see what they'll do with it. One over here, Ikra leading our last game on main runes before we move to the next map. And we see a push straight into the middle here from Serenity with most of them. Them is going for C. So is Varta though. And the rest of Ikra. Are they gonna push aggressively through the middle? That is the question. Oh, good spots coming in from Psychopath here. And now Ikra, knowing that there's no one here, are making the push. They're being very aggressive here. With that triple type 71 Lego here. It's up for a world of pain. Oh, he's not gonna be looking too healthy after this. But Serenity's able to manage. Punishing Ikra for their aggression here. They've gotten the cap advantage again, and Varta is alone here. Is gonna get pushed on by Destiny and them. As Darkseid there in the back, but of course they are also occupied. And Spitfire is somewhat holding back those other tanks in the back here. As Ikra is just pushing over the middle. Look at Tokunami down to a 2-shot here, down to a 1-shot now. With that fire support, Varta as well is down to 2 shots worth of hit points. And Ikra is just pushing into the crossfire here. Kamen is firing his engine. Not too good for his hit points. Does go down here. First blood for Serenity. Second one as well. Tokunami going down. Varta here still alive. Alpha's following them soon after as well. And this game's absolutely gonna go to Serenity. Thank God them didn't do a GTA here. As we have the type running away. Not much that can be done here. And Spitfire, who's holding back the flanks now, joining in at the forefront. Still has those hit points. And is making good use of them here. And we're going tied after the first map. 1-1. Great performance so far. Ikra here a little bit too aggressive. Getting that early spot from Darkseid was great. Using that as an advantage to peek over the middle. Also a great idea, but I think instead of doing that, they maybe should have gone for at least 1 tank into B or even 2 down there. But in the end, they decided to push into the crossfire that Serenity built up. Of course, they can't know that, it's too early. But that's the risk you take when you are aggressive. Within the first minute or 2 of this game. And Destiny here getting the kill. It is GG to Serenity. There we have it. The second game of this best of 7 is done. And we can see a phenomenal damage spread here from Serenity all around. Very equal here. And Ikra, the ones that got targeted, Kamen, Tokunami, Varta. Of course, gonna be at the bottom. You expect that to be happening. And with that, we have a map change. It's our first one here. But it's not gonna be our last. As we see the first light tanks coming to fruition here. Serenity is taking 2. At least right now. T100 LT and the Sheridan. Double ice 4 here from Spitfire and them. That is an interesting choice indeed. 1 type only this time. And double Kranwagen. And Ikra, no light tanks. Double 60, double icefall, and triple type 71. And let's see who's gonna get that next lead here, since if you think about it in that way, we're just back to 0-0 in a best of 5. Yeah. Both teams here, so far a good start. A bit of a rough run though for Ikra. The first game they brought back really well, but the start was not as favorable for them. And then the second one, they had a great idea, but not the right execution necessary. And Serenity reacting really, really well here. Cutting them down. In that rather quick match. Oh, okay. Thank God. I was worried I didn't ready up there for a second. But we're going in. Double light tank here. As we can see, the hit points not that far behind regardless. Those icefalls help out quite a bunch here. As we follow the silver. Making his first spotting run. And Taco is going for A here potentially. He's psychopath only. Shouldn't expect too much else coming onto this flank. Oh, Carmen there. Huge tap against that icefall. We see a B reset here happening already with HE. The Kranwagen's right there. In position. As A is being capped. Serenity also not going for a CEO cap here. As they have to give up. At least for now. D here now unprotected, however. Varta can just take that. The silver sees psychopath. Not going to take a shot here. The blind shots are coming in though. Thankfully the silver. With the quicker thought here. Able to see those coming in. Serenity slowly moving closer. And closer. To the enemy lineup. Destiny here very far forward. And Ikra is doing the same. Very close to the C cap now. The silver. Managing to not let himself get isolated there in that corner. Got out of it. Nami. Creeping ever closer. Alpha gonna be the one right in front of him. And there it is. We have our first major encounter here. With a 1-to-1 trade. And Ikra has been rather aggressive so far. Pushing in very far. Getting map control. But look at that. Destiny here. He's trying to get that B cap. Trying to put pressure up onto Ikra. But now they have the pressure against them. Psychopath here in C. And I don't think there's anyone actually in position to reset him. Maybe Spitfire here with an angle. But it does not seem that way. And we're gonna get cap advantage here. For Ikra. Because Destiny. Not gonna be able to cap that one safely. Good angle from Carmen. To stop that one. Not much that is gonna happen here. We have a fire line with those double light tanks, but there's not gonna be much they can do. It's gonna be another attempt on B. Carmen is down. Darkside's down as well. This is gonna be successful. But it's a little bit too late here. Ikra is now ahead in points. Nami here still in position holding. Support from 2 more as well. Alpha here doesn't really have support, however. In the right scheme of things, of course, they do, because everyone here more or less can shoot this flank. But in an immediate push, only Spitfire here now joining up. The light tanks probably gonna be the ones who have to make the difference here. They have that camo, they have that mobility. But I don't think they're fast enough or sneaky enough to sneak past Darkside there, who's now in a great position. Overall, stopping anyone coming closer. And it's gonna be either have to be a kill or a cap interrupt here. And we see Spitfire going very far forwards. Serenity turning their attention around. They really want to see cap. That is the best approach that Serenity has right now. It's either interrupt C or kill the ones that are close to it. And Ikra here is a little bit split. There's 3 tanks over here, 4 over here. And Serenity. Oh, there's an Amarak! Oh, that's full HP as well. Almost 2.2k here on the 60 TP. Oh, that is huge. Ikra here now forced to make a play. Absolutely, their hand is drawn here. And Alpha very low. And Serenity by a stroke of luck getting ahead in points here now, taking that advantage, pushing in. Vata's low. Tokunami is low as well. And they're gonna win on points here by kills. T100 Tacos goes down in the back. Ikra might not be able to turn this one around. Vata here is gonna go down, and that's gonna give them enough points. There he is. And that game, I think we can all agree, that goes down to the Amarak. Absolute massive. Wow. Yeah, 2,222 HP. Gone. And that was an IS-4, not even a 60 TP as well. 1 penetrating hit. Because all the others were just HE shells. And who was it? The Silver. In that Sheridan. Wow, that one is smashing. Almost full HP Amarak, you say? Jesus Christ. Oh lordy lord. We have a new set of tanks. It is Ikra, double type, double T100 and double Leopard 1. That is what I'm talking about. We get our first light tanks over here. And mediums. And still loving you. In that 60 TP. Serenity here. Also, very intriguing lineup. We have a 57 heavy from Lego. The Sheridan and the T100 stay for the Silver and Tacos. A 121B and triple type 71. Second game here on Canals. Currently Serenity leading. And that's going to be quite important here. Did Ikra get mentally affected by that Amarak? Or are they able to get back on their feet? That is going to be the question. In the room right now, it's the biggest one we have. And Serenity probably riding that high now. Getting that Amarak. Turning the game. It really just did. And let's see what they do with it, really. But what they do is a weird lineup we're having. I can tell you that much. Hit point pool a lot lower here for both teams. 15k. When we had 17k before. 17 and higher, of course. Come in here, spotted. Oh, some aggression here on the bridge. Destiny. Trying to keep the attention on him. Has the cap points. B is capped. Alpha! Alpha's hit points! Goodbye. 666 remaining. The devil is in him. A C is capped. A now getting capped as well. Dark side. And Psychopath, they're going to go for D, but look at Carmen's hit points. Trying to equalize here. What happened to Alpha, I imagine. Down to half HP. Dark side here. Very far forward, looking for the flank. Cap advantage for Serenity. Now with that second cap as well, the rest of Ikra has relocated. As we can see, back into their spawn, the Leos are joining up on D. And Darkside here with potential angles on Destiny. But them very close. They will get spotted here if they fire. But they decide to shoot instead. Anyway. 1-to-1 will not have an angle from over there. Hit points have equalized. But the points are ahead. One kill will turn it though. That will be enough. We have the Leopards now up high. Konami here didn't quite get up. Destiny here is actually safe. Barely, but he is. Konami gets up. Double Leopard in position. Ghost Serenity does not notice. Now all they are doing, hold. Oh, Alpha! He got blind fired! From Still Loving You all the way back here, set on fire as well. That is huge for Ikra. A gargantuan one. The smokes on Alpha as he burns to a crisp. The blind shot connected as well. That is crazy. And Carmen just looking to get out of there alive. Because now Team Cobney in the lead. Misses coming in. Oh, Carmen down to a one shot. That is now the weak spot here for Ikra. If Serenity decides to push, and they will have to. There's no question about this one. Serenity's hand is forced now. Absolute mana. Spitfire here is far forward. 800 points for both teams. The double Leopard. How much can they actually do here to make that difference? E-Class hard defending on C. Carmen here. Maybe a little far forward. And Destiny very aggressive. He's pushing back the forces of Ikra. And Spitfire, he's making the hero move into the C-cap. He's stopping it. If only momentarily, but he has to. And on the other side, we see a push coming in. The Leopards, the T100, they're going all out. Lego on a reload now. He can't do anything else. Them. It's very low. Vata goes down. 970. Da Silva. Putting Darkseid down to a one-shot. 980, 940, 970. Lego, he needs that kill on Darkseid. But them. He goes down first. It's not quite enough. And Ikra forcing the hand here. With a beautiful blind shot. Absolutely amazing. MVP in this game, I think, goes to Still Loving You. That has to be said. Of course, anyone could have taken them blind shot. But he was the one to connect it. A bit of luck involved, of course, with that fire. But that is just the revenge for that Amarak. Huge game. What a performance. Honestly. Absolutely amazing. And I don't think Alpha actually got spotted. I will check on my stream here, as it should happen any moment now, as I was panning over to Serenity, who were, as I was saying, just holding. And yep, it happened. He did not get spotted. The bulb did not light up. Wow. But we need to forget about that one. But I'm not sure if Serenity can. The map is Yukon. The lineup changes. Double 60. Double type. Ikra. Triple 60. Quadruple type. Very, very similar lineup here. Let's see what they do with it. Man, that was a performance and a half. Oh, jeez. Looking at the way it's going right now, I'm definitely seeing a tiebreaker here. That is absolutely possible. Both teams here, head to head, not giving each other the opportunity to take a big lead. As we move to the next map, it is Yukon. Both teams on 2 points. It is tied in this best of 7. 2 more are needed for either side to win this matchup and to move up to the upper bracket finals. Serenity here going for a pretty normal beginning. Same for Ikra, although we have Vata here. He's going to overlook D together with 2 more. Oh, Ikra is actually just gonna be aggressive. Straight through the middle here. Still loving you's leading the charge. Destiny here able to catch a glimpse in Ikra. They're caught here in position. Now it's Serenity's time to strike, but what are they gonna do with it? That is the question. C is getting capped here. Both teams lost a little bit of hit points already. Those 60s here in the middle are gonna be quite dangerous. But so is Darkside, trying to sneak up on Tacos here. See a move coming in here on the minimap. Carmen, together with the squad, the Type 71s are pushing in here. Into a crossfire though, Serenity. They need to make sure they get their focus fire. Alpha, he's the target. Right on in B. But what is Serenity going to do about it? The focus fire is Carmen. Alpha, he's trying to get out of there. Goes down first. It's first blood here. Da Silva down as well. Ikra here leading in guns. 1 up, but the hit points are even. Oh, Vata here taking a huge one. Small fire as well. There's a lot of low HP targets here. On the side of Ikra, no one is dead yet though. Still loving you. 1 shot. There we go. Taco's paying attention. Vata goes down as well. Darkside here is the weak spot now. 500 hit points. Make that a 1 shot. It's a 5v4. And Serenity with the better focus fire here, it seems. Even though Ikra with an amazing push. Isolating Alpha here. Not going far enough, it seems. It's Tokonami here. Squashed between 2. Ammo rank damaged. Not gonna do much more. Lego here does not want to waste a shot. Makes sense. Use the Alpha wisely. Onto Psychopath. It's just 2 left. And Serenity here is gonna take the lead yet again on this map. What a tap here. Smashing. And what a response from Serenity. That's really what they needed. Seeing that push, reacting well, grabbing your focus fire. Because, whether better or not, they were caught off guard. I mean, even I was. And I can see them. So yeah, that was a really good, a really quick response as well. They needed to do something. Alpha survived for way longer than he should have ever. Because I think almost everyone was targeting him specifically. And that worked really, really well. And Serenity here now on match point. Really important game to win. And Ikra now with their back against the wall. It is now the question and how they respond to that. How did you get back from that push? Push that looked really good in concept, but did not quite work out. When trying it, and now down a point as well. One more and you go down to lowers. Ikra here. Gotta bring their A game. It's now quad 60 TP, triple type. Serenity bringing an E5 here. Double 60s. And then of course that types filling up the rest. And all in all, I'm absolutely amazed with what has been happening so far. Alright, it's do or die time. Ikra here. Forced to do something. Question is that something going to be successful? Their solution so far was even more 60 TPs, but does that work? We'll have to sit back, maybe not relax, and find out what they do. Serenity, match point again. Scoreline is 3-2 in favor of them. And Ikra. The attention again goes to the south more than the middle. Barta here leading the charge. The Silva all alone on this flank. As B and C being taken as usual. Oh, the Silva sees two. Oh, good shot here to open it up. Carmen though is going to be right on the side. Doesn't know, of course. It's going to feel it once the shell comes flying in. We wrecked fast enough. A capped, D capped here. Cap advantage goes to the team in blue. As the Silva absolutely far away from the rest of the team. Alpha and Lego here in the middle. The 60s overlooking a potential push. As the rest of Serenity is slowly moving up. And B seems unprotected. But there's some 60 TPs lying and waiting here. Still loving you. He's expecting something. He sees Destiny. Outspotted that Type 71 here. Barely, but he did. Giving them a slight advantage here in knowledge. Oh, Destiny comes out on top here. And all the 60s are lit. Serenity knows the trap. And the Silva is still back there. Holding strong. Question is, are they still going to go for B? All they need is a small interruption. Just sit there for maybe 2 seconds. But it cannot be Spitfire. Gun is looking this angle too much. Would have to be them. Maybe now is the time. Yes, the shot just came in. Ikra retreated a little and here is the stop. Both of them in there. Losing some hit points. They're trading it. It's not quite enough. Them has to go back. And they're ahead. Them can move out. Serenity is ahead in points. But look at the hit points they dropped on all sides here. The Silva in a fight with Carmen. This 1v1. It's definitely gonna be an important one. But even on the other side as well here. Alpha and Lego Dropped huge amount of hit points. Not sure how Serenity wants to get back from this. Ikra counter pushing. The focus is in the middle here. That's where the low HPs are. Lego as well. Not immediate middle, but he's there. And the shots are bouncing both sides here. They need to start penning them. 600 HP. There he goes. Serenity. An even bigger lead now with a gun ahead as well. Tacos goes down. Serenity still in the lead. Psychopath here, the next target. Alpha looking to get him. Gets him as well. And Vata here. Potentially the next one. Serenity here with great shielding. You can see it again. Them in front of Spitfires. We see Destiny over there. He's occupying. Still loving you. Individually, these players all doing a great job. The Silver, he's still alive. Was still alive. Lego here looking for a pickup. 900 points each. He needs to pin it. Oh, 970. And there's no one close enough to kill someone. Ikra turning this one around. I can't believe it. Wow. What a comeback. Just went back and forth and back. And then forth again. Ikra here. Doing it well. Holding on. And bringing themselves to tiebreaker. That failed push. Seemingly not demoralizing them enough for Serenity to take advantage of. And what a play that was as well. It was less about strategy here, more about just individual players showing off how well they can play this game. We saw some 2v2 situations. We saw some shielding going on. Most crucially, the shots penning was absolutely vital here for both teams. And we could see that in the hit points. Most of them were really low. Focus fire as well. All of that came to fruition here. And Ikra came out on top. What a game. And we go to Rockfield. It is time for our first tiebreaker in the EU BLITZ Ultimate Cup. Serenity versus Ikra. The lineups are almost ready. We have triple Type 71 ISO from them. Probably to go into B. We have a Kranwagen here in double pair. As well as Tacos in a Sheridan. And Ikra responding again. They're using those 60s. Really seeming to like them. Triple from them. A Kranwagen double type. And Psychopath is running a Sheridan as well. Both teams here trying to play the knowledge game. Trying to bring it into their favor. And that is probably going to be the deciding factor here between these two players. These two teams, not players. And Taco's ruining it with the avatar. But let's have a look if he can make up for that. With his gameplay here, the Sheridan, definitely the vital tank for both teams here. Both of them going towards the middle. Psychopath lower. Looking to spot the middle. Taco sees nothing up top. Nope. Able to see some of the heavy tanks. Looking for an angle. Gets it as well. Good shot on the type. Not get spotted. He's the Sheridan. See, he's still loving you. Good knowledge here. Absolutely ahead. Serenity. But in terms of where they are on the map, maybe not quite. Because C is getting camped uncontested here. They still don't have A yet. Even though it is more or less free crap to grab. And double 60s here. He's set here with a splash against the wall. From Tokunami. Did take a shot in return, however. Trying And a reset attempt here. Cap is taken. And now it's all about B base. Or attacking one of the flanks. Whereas, again, the light tanks gonna play a huge role here. Taco's overlooking the middle. Oh, what's up with Vata down there? Holding. Carmen spotted. Psychopath here. Holding as well. Ikra is playing this very passively. Understandably so, of course. Silva here has been seen by Carmen. And Serenity. 2 types in reserve, keeping them hidden. Making a move Alpha here, looking to join them. It's gonna be all they do, however. Lego moving up as well. The plan is C. Serenity know that the big guns are over there, the 60, the Sheridan. But what they don't know is that the rest of Ikra is here. But of course they still can assume. They're very far back, very passive. And they need to find the right time to move in. It's Carmen here. Potentially ruin Serenity's day. And here we go. Serenity's making the move. Carmen sees the types. Does not see the clan wagons. Taco's coming in as well. Them all alone. And Ikra's pushing in, taking A, going for B. They are prepared. Dark side here with a huge hit. More hits coming in. But that's not enough. Them now in B. In A, sorry. Stopping it momentarily. Going down here. Has to be the distraction that Serenity needs to take on the rest of the lineup. Still loving you. Isolated. But the rest of Ikra is together. As they take out the first. Carmen here actually was still left on the seaside. Picked off as well. And look at that HP advantage here. But the points are ticking. And they're ticking ever much closer into victory here. For the blue team. Still loving you. Down to a one-shot. The Silva picks up the kill as well. B has been capped. Downwagen isolated. Destiny here going all in. Tokunami is low. The 1,000 gone off the hit point pool. And it seems as though Serenity here with the leg up here now pushing into B. Getting that Kranwagen are gonna go absolutely ahead in cap points. And that is exactly what they needed. Destiny does go down. The Silver goes down as well. Actually, this one. Serenity? Growing a little bit. Vata goes down. B again. To B. Serenity's. Taco's here full HP. That light tank. Like I said. Very important. If they can keep their HP until the end, they can make those hero rushes. Trading with Darkseid here, working really well for them. And look at Psychopath, he's just trying to get in to see, give Ikra enough of a head start, but he threw his tank away. And Serenity win it, thanks to that kill. They did not give up on this, they knew there was a tank somewhere roaming. And what a game this one was. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful game here from Serenity, and Ikra as well, playing it really well, but maybe a bit too passively here. They saw the push coming, they kept calm in there. Still loving you as well, was isolated, and the rest of Ikra didn't do enough with the chance they had, grabbing that top one and then trying to get B. Not enough. And with that, we have our first winner. And what a winner that one was. Jesus Christ. And with that, let's have a look at what the other game was. Pressing F5 just once. We will find out who is in the lowers. It is BPS and Ikra here. APA with a 4-1 here. Strong performance, it seems. But of course, from the score alone, can't know everything that happened. Definitely a game I will rewatch. Ikra and BPS here now fighting for survival. That game happening soon. And APA Serenity can chill out for a little bit. That game won't happen until a little while. And with a while, I mean a while. As we can see. I think that's an hour 30 away. Wait, is that right? Yeah, roughly an hour 30. Next game here in 21 minutes. As it is. Omni. Clan Ikra here versus BPS. In this best of 7. Black Gold will Neville Frontier. Normandy. And Dynasty's Pearl. And as Jack said in the chat as well, them. Absolutely agree. Survived way too long there. Should not have. Played it absolutely beautifully there. Just, like I said, hero move. Going down, and that's the only way they could move. And that. It worked out so well for them. Absolutely stunning. And yeah. I think with that, let me just check if there's anything. Just gonna check up on Manu if everything's been alright. Since he is the one in my helicopter. Right behind me. Not responded yet. I hope everything works out. Alright. What do we do? I think it's time for replays, because I need to calm my voice a bit. Those were way too exciting. Honestly. Alright. Let's give you guys some replays. This is a long one, sure. And yeah, if you have any questions, anything you want to talk about, throw it in the chat. But make sure to remember that there's a 3-minute delay. I'll just grab some water. Bit of YOLOing here from the enemy team. Oh, I'm excited for that lower bracket one. We had such an amazing showing so far. Jesus. Oh, I got a response from Manu. Nice, everything's been alright. Fantastic. That's good to hear. Like I said, I've been also streaming on Discord for him, which makes this a bit rough. Because, you know, the quality, of course, not going to be that great. The priority is on my streaming program. And also not with the big nitro, only giving him the 720 30 FPS, unfortunately. Asking me if he wants to, or if he can stream my YouTube stream. Gonna be 6 minutes behind then though. Unless he restarts stream, but that's not gonna work. It's a bit unfortunate how things weren't worked out. Look at this bush magic. Just how they are always supposed to work. Because that doesn't always happen. But it's what you want. What I always want. For it to be like. So I was like, where's that Conway? I don't see him. And then he's right there. And he doesn't spot me. Somehow. Even though I'm on the move. Must have been a not mixed crew here. Otherwise I would have absolutely been spotted. This is exciting. Shooting a Conway in the butt, isn't it? And I didn't see that type down there. Down to one shot, not that great. And also, look at the time, right? There's 2 minutes left. And it's 2-1 score. 2-2. But yeah, with 2 Death Stars down in the ditch. In the riverbed. Absolutely where you want your top tier TDs to be. Top heavy is a one shot. Dead now. Yeah, not a great situation to be in. But the time is the one thing I did not pay attention of as I was playing that game. As you will see. FV made a kill. How exciting. Gonna die now. Also, watch this next shot. I was very lucky. All or nothing. I'll go back into that after, because it looks like, you know, the shell looks like it's dipping. I.e. going into the superstructure. And here's where I realized the time. I was like, oh god, we only have a minute left. Because my plan was to go around, help out the K91, and then I saw what was still ahead of me. And I was not happy. Especially seeing that 75 set points. But shout out to the K91. He played this one really well. Absolute champ. Yeah, I didn't want to die in case that anyone died, so I stayed back. Just making it a draw. Because, you know, who knows where that type was. But that anyone, he still won his fight. Surprising. Actually didn't think he would. But yeah. Did 5k, got my first ever ace in the tank on a draw. Not that favorable. And back onto Canal we go. How things turn out. Oh no, Fujit had an oopsie. On the stream, it seems. I just realized I was off my tab. My tab was inactive, so I did not gain any reward for 8 minutes, for 9 minutes. But it is working, in fact. Hope it is for everyone else as well who's watching on the portal. Shout out to you guys. Where is my water? That is not my water. I've secured water. And what shot was lucky? That's a T30. That's somewhere. And you know, this is a pretty dumb move. It's a hesitate. I should not have hesitated, because I took another one from the T30. In the end, it wasn't that stressful, not having those hit points, but you know, you'd rather have them than not have them. All right. Yeah, I saw on Discord. Has he been able to sort things out? Like, has it worked out for him, or what is he doing now? Because I heard he created a new link. I mean, that makes sense, right? He still has games to commentate. He's not going to stop. But, like, is Wargaming able to replace it? Probably, right? I think they've done that in the past. Lucky shot. Yeah, the T49. Bad shot, by the way. I really forgot about him until he did that shot into the T30. And then forgot about him again, like 20 seconds later. Also, I have some poor aim here. Right on the gun. Let's go. Also, the enemy's mistake, though. They weren't quite aggressive enough. Spoilers. Nearly a max roll. And now it's a 1v3. And it wouldn't have been so stressful had I not bounced my first shot against that WZ. And the Borsix, really obnoxious. And that was unnecessary to take. I think we can all agree that I should have not taken that shot. There's DFE. There's DFE. He was more dangerous. He would have killed me during my reload. Projected wouldn't have. Because he still has his intra clip. I could more reliably bounce because he's in front of me, right? But yeah, that was a fun game to play. 6 kills, 1 man, crucial. But yeah, we should get our invite soon. Hope Fujit's managed to sort things for him. But yeah, 6 minutes left. Let's have another quick reminder on the maps. Actually, we can just do it here. In this lower bracket match, where we can see Hobney Clan Ikra here playing BPS. Ikra's been playing really well in terms of just the ideas they have, right? What they want to do, what they bring in strategy. What's missing is just not being able to deliver. Bouncing shots, maybe the focus fire, those technical things, right? The player skill, if you will. A lot of those things that become important missing here to a degree, so not that great. Let's see what they can do. Nice, the streamer's back. That's fantastic. Waiting for the room invite now. And yeah, not sure, of course, what BPS does. Games were parallel. I can only as much as guess what happened. But yeah, as of this moment, everyone is watching the same games. Ice Shot is, Ninja is, Manu is, obviously, Fujit is, and I am. Because it's the only game happening. And the invite is there? Is the invite gonna come? Oh, so I went there just as it turned to a 5. Wow, that's unfortunate. My timing's impeccable. Toyland fixing the announcement. New Fujit link. He gets his own separate tag again. Wow, I'm jealous. Let's go out again. No spoilers. People might be coming over here. I mean, if it's back up, you know, if they enjoy his commentary, then they'll probably go back. But if it's just reward people, then who knows? But yeah, it really is unfortunate for him. Just letting Manu know again that it is about to happen with the tournament room. BPS versus Ikra. We just remind ourselves how they played last time against each other in the round robin. They played BPS winning 4-0 once, and then tiebreaker once as well, 4-3. So one close one and one maybe not so close. Of course, that also depends on how close the games were in that 4-0. Just the result alone is not going to do everything. Oh, yeah. Let's hope we can have another great set of matches. A tiebreaker, of course, would be great. Maybe not so much for my health, but it would be great. And here we go. We are in the room, and it's going to fill up with the commentators. Fujit's not quite here yet. I hope he will join us soon. As we have Black Goldville, the map to play, the first one. Gonna be back in time. I hope. But yeah, lineup's not quite finalized yet. But we're definitely going to see a light tank, at least from one of the teams. You'd expect normally both teams to run one, but I've seen different strats. For CNIs for it's pretty much known to be a B play, Kranwagens. Or anything out of the ordinary, like an FV here. Usually a B defense. An E3 also sometimes is used, but that is a lot less common nowadays. But yeah, BPS here have their lineup. Going with way to success, that is Ufpenjash in the T100 LT. And F in the 215. Or FB, the rest. It's going with Type 71s here. Ikra not quite there yet, but going back to their trusty old 60 TPs. Psychopath and the Sheridan and triple types. That's always the thing you gotta wonder now. Do you take the T100 for that extra spotting on the enemy tank? And that DPM, you know, overall also a bit bouncy. Or do you take the Sheridan, the big gun that can help you more in killing a tank quickly? But you don't have that 20-second spotting, you only have the normal one, of course. I think the DPM is a bit worse. I would have to check to make sure. But yeah, it's, you know, both tanks are great, but they depend on their situation and their use case. And let's see what these teams will do with each other. Looking at previous results, BPS has been able to beat them twice in the round robin when they faced each other. Ikra here looking to turn things around. Maybe get a revenge as well on BPS as they go along. But that all does not matter. What matters to these teams right now is winning and getting into that lower bracket final and not go home today. Because one of these two teams has to. It depends on which will be the one to go first. Ikra here. The team in red. BPS in blue. As we start off with this next set of a best of 7. Means first to 4 victories here is going to be the one to take this victory home. Both Sheridan, light tanks here with an unusual start. Psychopath spotting on C. And way to success, the T100. Going hard aggression, top side. Checking if A is free to cap. It is going to cap now. Almost 100% guaranteed. There's not actually. Okay, that is bizarre. But look at BPS here, hyper aggressive. In the middle. Not been able to do much with it yet. Just been bleeding hit points here. Especially Santiago and now General both taking hits from 60 TPs. Trade is not going well for BPS. Now pushing through in the middle as well. The double type here coming in Tokonami. That is the target here for BPS. Can they make it work? It's General to go down first here and look at the HP difference. 3,000 right now. BPS is very much down here in this position. And that went horribly wrong for them. That push here. Even if F and Way to Success have great DPM in their tanks, this is no chance. 6v4. And there's a one shot. They're all isolated and surrounded. Not happening. BPS here. A bit too optimistic maybe with the way they played this one. Just 2 tanks left. There goes one of them. F. Last one. Burning to a crisp before the type steals it. And that's GG to Ikra here. Winning that opener. What a great game for Ikra here anyway. Reacting properly, you know, not doing anything wrong. Bleeding BPS early, punishing their mistakes. And BPS kind of did not stop making mistakes. They just kept making. Like, the initial idea to push in wasn't that bad. I think that's actually pretty neat if you can make it work. But they pushed, and then what you don't want to do is hold. Like, stop your push dead in your tracks. And that's what they did. They stopped moving, more or less. They stayed on position. And Ikra able to adapt, able to react properly. And then BPS trying to push again with those tanks through the middle, those two types. It didn't work out. It just doesn't. And with that, Ikra here taking their first victory. Lineup remaining unchanged for Ikra. BPS is adapting. We see Ghosty coming in with an Ice 4. A 1-1-3 from General and double Bat Chat. As well as triple type. That is a lot more specialized to do something specific. Probably a C play if I were to be a betting man. And something around B. So let's see what they do. And if I should stop calling myself a betting man. Or thinking about being one. The second game on Black Golver. Gonna be the last game here for tonight. On this map. We have to move on. And see what choice still in front of us. And here we go. Bad chats going together towards C. BPS sending 3 into the middle, including the IS-4. Spots coming in. Tokunami, can he already make a shot? They're not in position. Gets one, but bounces on Santiago. And here we go. B and C. BPS. Again, hyper-aggressive. Konami here. Not in a great position. Ikra now. Ones they have to respond, and they have to do it well. Tokunami is not gonna leave this area alive. And if he does, then BPS has made a major mistake somewhere. Konami here trading. Here comes Ikra pushing through the middle. Carmen and Vata. Focus is on Santiago. Tokunami as well. Very low. But first blood goes to the team in red. D in the type also very low here. Darkside able to pick it up. 6v5 here. The bad chats. Relocating here. Ghosty on fire. Smoking for a little down to a one shot. Hit points are still in a way to be turned around. There's nothing decided yet. 6k to 5k, but it's 6 guns versus 4. And most of the hit points is on a bad shot. Ikra here is absolutely in control. And BPS not looking too well right now in the way they're playing this. F. Last man standing. Who's gonna be the one? But Darkside from the middle. Ikra takes the first map entirely. Not sure what the play is here for BPS. It is aggressiveness, that is clear. But as we can see from the last two games, it doesn't work. At least not in the way they want to. Now the question is, can they flip the lever in their head and say, we'll win it now, and let's stop the aggressiveness and make it work? But the question is, can they make that decision? Because once you're in that mindset of we are aggressive, you've just played 2 games like that, but you know it's not working. It's a mental game. It really is. In a lot of situations, and this one is one textbook situation. How do you keep your team in a good headspace? How do you make them motivated? That is what BPS needs to look at now. And just find a way to make it work. As we move to the next map here, our second one of this set, it is Naval Frontier. The lineup's almost ready. And we see the 113 from General. Again, ghosty in the eyes for we see triple type M60 and the T100. Ikra, trusty 60 TPs, really bringing them to every game so far, I think. Triple type Kranwagen and the light tank player here. Psychopath running the Sheridan. Ikra here really fixing those mistakes they made before. The focus fire, penning their shots. It's working now. Let's see if they can continue on this streak of BPS. They're able to retaliate here. Go up high and look at the light tanks. T100, the typical position. Looking to see anything. Finds nothing instead. And Psychopath here, up top. Finds a lot of things, even some damage here onto F. Taken 2 hits so far. I'm in here in a good position. Puts out another shot too. Triple cap here on C. And BPS. In a cap lead now, but they've bled quite a bit of hit points. T100 here is looking to lock down A. Nope, repositioning instead. For a different angle on that A defense. Psychopath here. Trying, but not quite going in yet. The right move. Of course he doesn't know that. Getting some support here from that 60. Still loving you. Gonna have an easier time in the base. Mr. Sheridan flanks around. A lot of spots here still. And F keeps on bleeding. Ikra so far really is the better team in this situation. F, he keeps taking more and more hits. That's not a position you should be in. And not one to continuously peek at either. If you've already lost the majority of your hit points. Peeking again against Vata here, driving forward. Dark side trading. Again, look at the hit points. 5k in the lead here for Ikra. Absolutely smashing BPS to pieces right now. General, down to a one-shot. 100 hit points left. Ghosty here completely out of position as well. Armin now. Bit greedy here. looking to get F out of the picture. General goes down. Marta pushing in with his fellow type. There goes F. And Ikra is absolutely snacking on BPS here. Goes to here to help out on Zerd. IKPA coming in. Still loving you as well. Look at those two. They were not really taking part in the game all that much. Of course, they did what they were told to do. But even then, not the main fighters, and still Ikra is quite dominant in this match, I would say. Santiago here trying to shield a bit now. Vata able to get the kill. And there comes a full HP Tokonami saying hello and goodbye to the Type 71. Ikra's just playing this one better. There's not much I can do. BPS now in a very bad situation. Match point here for Ikra. Alright then. Ikra absolutely with a storm behind them, I want to say. 3-0 up against BPS. Now their lineup. IS4. Don't think they've taken that yet. At least I haven't seen it. Triple type. We see double 60. A Kranwagen here. And BPS with quintuple, I'd imagine. Nope. With quadruple type eyes for Sheridan here from Way to Success. And F on a 50B. BPS is the one last chance you have to turn this one around. And I'm sure they don't want to go out like this. So let's see if they can bring their all to the table here. As this is match point for Ikra. 3-0 up. Oh, they've waited a long time on this move. Ikra here is playing very passively this game. Giving A here. Almost for free. There's no one here to look at the A camp. That is unbelievable. Oh, a great shot there from Tokonami, however. Good shot here on that 50. Vata down low, kind of in a troublesome position here. All they can really do now is proxy spot. F here trying to get close. Still loving you here pushing up, and Ikra is making the opening move here. Carmen joining in as well. with Darkseid's move here. Are they just gonna go straight for a push? It appears that way. Looking to make some trouble here against the IS-4. And it's Type 71 still loving you as well. It's very far forward. And way to success. The right decision to get out. What is BPS going to do? Way to success. Hard focus fire there, down to a one-shot, potentially. Bata here. Isolated, BPS. Looking to finish him off, but Zerd's down really low. Way to success is low as well. And a lot of the BPS tanks have lost quite some hit points already. Have managed to get first blood. Type 71 here is isolated. Guys, 4 from D. Down to a one-shot, still loving you. Nope. Darkseid had one left. Did not realize. Able to pick up the kill. It's a 5v6. Hit points in favor of Ikra. Sheridan here. Looking to get a shot into Carmen. Currently flanking around. Being a mountain goat of sorts. Not get the shot in. Psychopath here. Holding most of those hit points that Ikra has. Now deciding to use them. Together with still loving you here. In general, pushing in. Alone, no backup here. Anywhere at his disposal, Darkseid is there to help. And the 60s here. Pushing down onto BPS. General goes down. Carmen laying around there with those 2 tanks back there in the corner. Way to success goes down. Darkseid here. Great angle. Can't believe he hit that. Darkseid trying to get another shell in, but I think this game is decided. Done and dusted. Max roll here from still loving you. With an HE on that 50B. Darkseid's loaded. Oh, bounces a shell there. Psychopath to pick him up. And Santiago, the last one standing. This is not a game that BPS wants. Not a performance that they're happy with. And Ikra turned it around. Going from tiebreaker that they had against Serenity into a 4-0 against BPS. Wow. That is quite the shocker, I would say. Let's have a quick look here at the bracket one final time to remind ourselves. BPS not performing like they want to. Ikra therefore securing themselves the spot in the lower bracket finals. However, I do want to speak out commiserations to BPS. You still made it to the top 4 teams on the European server. That is, all in all, still a great achievement. And congratulations. But this is where it ends for you today. In IKPA versus Serenity. It's the next game ahead of us. That game will be happening in 15 minutes. Oh, Christ. That is a long time. And yeah. What more is there to say? Throw in a replay for now. I need to calm my throat a little bit more. But yeah, I'd like to hear your opinions on that game, if you guys had any. I'm sure Jack already left again. Probably hanging out on Fujits. Maybe I should... let's do it later. This is just a farm fiesta against the FV. But yeah, honestly, let me just wind back on that, on what just happened. We had a BPS in the first two games that were way too aggressive. I think that was their main point as to why they lost that. Of course, I don't want to say Ikra didn't deserve that. They played well. They reacted properly and came out on top. What I'm saying is that BPS, I don't remember them being that aggressive. Like, that's a style that would fit, like, endgame, I think. But that is not something that I would see, or that I would say is typical BPS playing. So I'm not quite sure what really, I don't want to say happened because I saw what happened. But there must have been some kind of miscommunication, I believe. In some way or another. And then the other two games were closer. At least the last game was. The first on Neville Frontier as well, again. Quite aggressive, getting into positions that are... let's call them questionable. That M6 springs to mind, for example. Not sure what he was doing up there, but it absolutely didn't work out. Ghosty was isolated as well, for the most part. And the ones on top, I don't remember who played there, also couldn't quite make the difference. So I'm not quite sure what to call that, but it was... Alright. I think that's all I can really say to that match for now. I'll be in a discussion later with Fujit. So I'll hold off on any further analysis until then, I think. Hope everyone is still getting their keys alright. Working on my end. Just a bit of Moisian farming. Moisian on Moisian action. Don't see that too often. Well, now it's really just down to waiting for the timer to tick. Hey, I got more replays to show from others. Let's go. I don't need to show my own anymore. I mean, I did forget some of them. I haven't shown them yet, but I was kind of waiting for the end of the stream. The track shot failed. Abort the mission. Yeah, watch that last engagement here. I could have easily just died. Yeah, I was greedy. Although, I mean, I did bait a shot. That still could have just killed me. Alright, let me show some of the replays, and I'm also gonna turn off the chat. Because at least I got warned for one of the games. Turn chat off. I downloaded some of them, and then I didn't have time for the others, so let's start with this one. It's answering on chat. Alright, oh yeah, the replays. Let me download them. Where are they? Here's one of them. I was on the wrong tab! Damn it. Alright. There's one replay. There's Karu, I see. Around. Oh, well, the replay I see of one, I guess. Playing single shot right now. Makes sense. No pressure happening right now. I am, yeah. We're going full length. I'm going all in. Even if it kills me. Maybe not that much, no. But, you know. Maximum range is 3 minutes 30. 3 hours 30. And I will go for that duration of time as well. I mean, I'm going longer than that because I started early, but, you know. I'll stream for the full duration that you can earn keys in. Let's put it that way. Again, don't blame Fujit though. if anyone is joining over. Dubai decided to mistakenly, I guess. I'm not sure that phrasing is proper, but by mistake they shut down YouTube in their country. Or their service to YouTube, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, that is not him to blame. So about to just get my second key, I think. And I think Bay is the one who sent me this replay. His team is failing a little bit. Or falling apart, rather. Yep, always keep that last shell loaded. You don't want to go back on a 20-second reload. Plus 3.5, because, you know, the intro clip. Although it's the last one, actually. I'm an idiot. That doesn't need the intro clip. Oh, the low roll. I think. This is a 400 alpha gun, right? I'd like to believe it is, anyway. E50 is a one-shot. That guy's healthy, and so is the tank destroyer. Drop the dead reload. Kinda had to though, I guess. Probably tried to stop the cap. I'm not sure what that plan was from that guy. But whatever it may have been, yeah, that didn't work, clearly. Right, getting all shots ready again. I think long games really favor this tank much more than shorter ones. For an obvious reason, right? Because you always need to wait for your shells to get ready. Especially if you want to have a big damage game. Then there's absolutely no question. Because at one point you're gonna go forced to go deeper in your clip. You can't continuously single shot. Is it a 350 gun? That's a lot of 350 rolls. And they just high rolled a lot at the beginning. Oh wait, that's APCR. Maybe that's why. Nice. Just one left. That was a 1v4. Wait, I felt like they said 1v3. I get lied to. I did! It's not even a 1v3. If we think about that, the VK died and didn't do anything else. It was a 1v5. What a liar. That is not a 400 alpha gun. 475 is the max roll. And that's GG. Can someone in chat tell me how much alpha this thing has? I don't know. Maybe it's 380. It could be. Would make sense, considering the 50B also has 380. I think. Nice game though. 8k. Wait. Yet a replay. Next one from Frodo. We have quite some more time to pass until the next game starts. Headache is getting worse. This is horrible. I got a message. Hope he replays. Aye. Just. I think Manu's also showing my replays now. Wow. He's so lazy. No, I'm weird. X, if you're sending me the replay now in DMs, I saw it. No, X. At this case, I just have an Italian dub over me, without him repeating what I'm saying. Got one more replay. More replays. 380, alright. Thank you. Someone finally answered my question. I can sleep sound now, knowing the alpha damage of the cannon. Oh god. I don't know how well you can hear. At least for those who know how I normally sound. But god, do I feel. Yeah. Good shot. Hey, Lulu. How are you doing? I don't know if he's still doing it, so but I'm just gonna do it anyway. Italian BLITZ YouTuber. Get one more in. Get one more. Do it. No! Yes! He did it! Let's go! He got a 6k. Nice game. Well done. He sent me more, but I wanna switch things up a bit more. Like have, you know, not one replay from the same guy after each other, so we'll swap it. We now watch Wolf's Tiger. 140, which is another 1v, essentially 1v5, I think. Because one of them went AFK or still was AFK to that point. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sound on the facts. But yeah. Anyway, I'm just gonna repeat it again. We have 6 streamers all streaming the same game. Or commentating the same game. So, you know, you can go ahead and watch whoever you'd like. Or prefer to listen to more. With myself, Fujit, who got a bit screwed over by Dubai. But, you know, that happens. We got Manu, who's doing it in Italian. Who's watching over my shoulder. He's essentially showing you the same thing. And we have Robert, who's doing it in Spanish. As well as Ninja and Ice Shot in Russian. And in case you're curious as to why not Robert, Manu's looking over my shoulder. You know, virtually, not literally. Is because... Nice blockage here. Jesus Christ, traffic jam. Because there's only 4 slots for commentators. Per one game. And since we're all streaming the same game now, with 6 people, you know, that doesn't quite work. Which is why I am restreaming towards him. Or well, he's restreaming me. But, you know, he's streaming in Italian, so that's fine. And he's a great guy. I've talked to him a bit before the stream, you know, when we were setting things up. Great lad, go check him out. He does speak 3 languages, impressively enough. As he speaks Italian, Romanian, and English. You know, some languages better than the others, but you gotta give it to the guy. He speaks 3 languages. That is very impressive. And he's a great guy. Yeah. A lot of options you have going for yourself. You don't enjoy it here. Fair enough. Well, the 113 is playing. Maybe he crashes later. I don't know. And the STRV. I have no idea, my friend. I've not seen anything. I just don't know. I actually don't. Wait, let me just check. Is that guy crashed? No, he's playing. But has some wrong information. But you know. A 1v... or 1v4. Whatever it is when that 113 dies is still gonna be impressive. Yep, 1v4. And greetings back to France from Germany. That sounds so ominous. I think this carefully now, makes sense. Down on a lot of hit points. I don't know why. I know you can't see it, but it happened again. Maybe someone also has a similar issue. But my game just decides to go blurry sometimes. You know, like there's a slight Gaussian blur on my screen. And then it stops again. I had that just as the 140 was just driving. Nothing really was happening. I have that even when I don't stream. Like, it's not exclusive to this. So, if anyone knows what's up, maybe you'd give me some ideas. Oh god. Failed track shot, go forward. Yeah, look at that. Target priority. Oh, there's the auto aim. There's the second Yak Panzer. How much HP is that guy on? Oh god, he's very full. So he's just gladly taking that hit. Makes sense. He's accepting that he's gonna take it anyway. Track him. Yeah, let's go. Track him again. Ah, he doesn't even have the repair kit ready. True, we only have 2 in English. I mean, we have 2 in English, 2 in Russian, 1 Spanish, 1 Italian. I think that's a pretty good mix of language. Covering a lot of surface, anyway. Fugit is back, though, so let's just say that. Oh. Hello? Do you not want to react to what happened? He has speed boost in the Yak Panther. Okay. If turned on the spot and it would have been better. Not well done by the enemy. Oh, that's just nice. Farm Fiesta. Well done, dude. Let's go. 7k, 1v4. Impressive. Very impressive. Also, chunky kills. One off from Rose. Nice. A bunch blocked as well. Nice game. Just have a quick check. 20 minutes, not seconds. That would have been horrible. That would have been very bad if it was just minutes. Alright, let's check out Represso's game that he sent me. Obvious Mobilian Morb. Alright then. I already know what happens here. Just looking at the time it takes for the replay. Damn it! I got spoiled! Oh, you won? Nice, Lulu. Congrats, dude. Let me check. Because I did see I had a tag there. Nice, well done, dude. You're gonna get a bunch of like a big amount of views. Not what is it called? A huge increase. That is what it's called. Oh, I can just feel my brain rotting. Anyway, let's have a look at nice replays, shall we? From Mr. Morbius, Morbillion, more. Aim time. Instantly on a reload. That could have been a challenger to get shot at, but timing, I guess. You know, if I think about the fact that I have to stream for another 1.5 hours, I maybe should have had dinner before. Maybe I should have had dinner before. Any times already? Not sure why you loaded HE here. That was not necessary. Could have just kept the APCR. I got my second key, as we were just rambling on, by the way. How's everyone else looking? Come over and lose time on your key. Tell me where you went. I'm just joking, of course. You can do whatever the hell you want. For those who don't know how to get rewards, the link is pinned in the chat on YouTube. And if you don't care, then thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for choosing airline. God. Alright, time for 1v4. Let's go. Ah, the Borsig. No. He did not get spotted. Wow. Nice. Good roll. APCR. Yes. Yes. There we go. That's it. That VK is healthy. Oh my god. Imagine if the Tiger was the one on 1k and the VK was on 100. That would make this game a lot harder, honestly. Panther's also still healthy, of course, but you know. Not that dangerous. Can't make it work well. Oh, hell yeah. More replays. People get my drift. By the way, can we talk about the fact that Discord has a new font and I don't like it? I need to talk about this at least once. I think after this we'll show another proto replay and then move on to others because I still have 2 more from him. Actually, I think I can show 2 more replays. Also, in case you do decide to send me a replay for those watching or listening in, please include how long the replay takes. Because, you know, I don't want to miss the tournament. Because your replay takes too long. Just hug him. Oh, this is dangerous. Oh my goodness. I think I would reload again. Yeah. You know, because what happens if you bounce? You have to wait even longer, wasting time. When you're already short on time. Also, load premium. What are you doing? Reading for credits like that. There we go. Oh, good bait. Let's go. Hell yeah, dude. Well done, dude. Nice game. 270k credits. Wow. Right, we have a Leopard 1 coming up. It's right on the serving. I love how at the start of the stream there was like over 2,000 people waiting. And now it's like 50. Of course, it's more because there's people watching on the portal and those aren't included. But they are when waiting. It's so funny. Oh, my throat can make it. Or, well, my body. For the full time, because I'm starting to really feel it. Yeah. Ripped that bounce. That was unfortunate. You know, just as a point of reference, I'm sitting here with a scarf. That's how sick I feel. Inside, wearing a scarf. Let's go. Holy shit, that's a Death Star. So I hope I don't have to end early, but if it gets too bad, I'll have to excuse myself. That was a hard overpeak. I think we can all agree, right? You don't need to peek that much. Show went high. Also, how many of these laser guns do people have? Jesus Christ. Already it's the second in a row that I'm seeing. There's a tree that fell. Not sure if he saw that. Well, doesn't care now. Just one left anyway. Hey there. Mr. Morbis Morbillion Morb. What a fucking name. That is greedy. Wow, that worked. That should not have worked, dude. Frodo, that should not have worked. Alright, Max, how long is your replay? 4 minutes. We can fit in another replay. I didn't check how much damage he just did. Well, rip. Chill, I'm sorry, mate. I didn't check how much damage you did. I have to check back on my stream when it finishes. Hey, I'm halfway through to my third key. Let's go. Right, that is an STB. Wait, Max, that is not you playing, is it? Max, if you're there and that is you, I did not know you were this good. Especially considering the camo that this player has. No hate against anyone, by the way. No, it's just that usually I know who my viewers are in terms of in-game. To a certain degree, anyway. But yeah, this is a gamer. Wait, no, that's Max. Of course that is him. Oh, bruh. I didn't look at the name properly. Sorry, dude. No offense. You just renamed yourself. Oh, my brain. It was lagging. Why was I doubting him? Bruh, I'm an idiot. Unless that isn't actually him. And it's just a clanmates replay. Because I remember he was in Turks. Max. I commentated on that clan like a year ago or something. When they were still doing tournaments actively. Well, in that season. I don't know if they lasted more than one. No offense. But a lot of the teams slash clans give up after one season or just disband. So, you know. Not trying to be offensive to anyone. Wow, that is a lot of HP still to go through. That's a full Mino. Man is gonna like this replay. Look at that driving. Look at the driving, dude. Could have been a bit better. Yep. But, I mean, who cares? Matters. Oh, if you just look at the damage he's done and the damage he's still to do. Oh, juicy, dude. He's gonna run out of AP shells. My god. I'd love to have a game like that. I haven't even crossed 8k yet. Unfortunately for me. He got stuck on the carcass. Rip. If you ever are in a situation like this, drive against a house. Don't have them circle you like that. You need some kind of hard cover. Because else, you know, you're just gonna get circled. And circled. And circled. For 9.5k damage. Holy smokes, dude. Honestly, how much base experience is that? 2.1k. I've done 7.2. Since they introduced this, of course. My highest is 7.8 in a 50B. Bruh. I'm so jealous. Well done, mate. Cracking game that was. I can't wait for Manu's message. There's gonna be one, 100%. There's the invite. I'm just gonna wait a bit, because, you know, I kind of missed it now. I don't want to go in when I might be spoiling a lineup. Two minutes left, yep. Now we can join. Oh, wow. That was nicely timed. Yep. And here are our spectators. Me, Ninja in Russian, Fujit, Robert in Spanish. And as I understood it, iShot is also getting a feed from Ninja, so that's why we can have 6 commentators, even though there's only 4 slots. Yay. Wait, why am I going out? What am I doing? But yeah, Serenity's all here. We have another quick look to remind ourselves of how they played against APA. Serenity lost once on tiebreaker, 4-3, and beat them once, 4-0. So yeah, you know, same as Ikra and BPS had, literally. So yeah, let's see what they can do. And hello to 30, my lovely good friend on Twitch. Hello, sir. How are you doing? And there is APA coming in. Noodling in. Snake versus the bee. As it's being thematically talked about, at least between the two clans. But yeah, lineup is ready for Serenity. We have Sheridan, IS4, Kranwagen, and Group type. And the enemy team is running with 60 TPs. Would you look at that? Triple 60 and quadruple type 71s here in play. It is our first game of the upper bracket final. This will decide who moves on to the grand final and who is going to have to go down and play Ikra. Let's wish both teams the best of luck and hope for a great showing. Only one light tank here, the Sheridan from Serenity. Taco's there drifting a little bit around the map. And APA going in fast. Tacos. Not get the reset here. Everyone spotted but last. Serenity here with a huge knowledge advantage. But, of course, fighting against a taken B cap is going to be difficult. So, yeah. Let's see what APA is able to do here. Doing some good early damage already. Lego there, getting punished for sitting on the rails. Destiny here. Now, literally cornered. Unable to leave his position anymore. And APA wanting to play a bit more actively here. In the desert part of this map as well. Last now joining them. As object here loses some more hit points. Almeri coming in. With a big one. Gets it as well into Spitfire. 700 damage here. And Serenity is not really doing a whole lot about it just yet. They are doing good damage so far. Getting in their shots and everything. But they've not quite established a push yet. The only thing resembling that is the middle around the bridge here. But look at Alpha's hit points disappearing very quickly. 7v6. Gonna be 7v5 soon. Yes, it is. Daze is low. Kitsune is low. Unni is also very low. Oh, look at Tacos. Down to a one-shot. 51 hit points. Them not quite rolling high enough. Destiny picks up the kill. The silver goes down as well. 8k HP. Here's 6k to Serenity. 5v4. And APA here last. Still full HP. Look at him go in that 60 TP. Focus fire on Destiny. Gets it as well. Daze there. Occupying Lego. Giving them even more of a hand up. And APA is taking this first game here. Taking a little bit of a beating. And it is the Kranwagen. The last one left of the bees in this first game here. As APA scores their first victory. Oh, misses coming in from the 60s. Who's it gonna be? Bentham finishes the job. And that is 1-0 for APA. Oh, what did I just press? What did I press? Wait. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, look at that. Not really. Well, Serenity had the damage spread, but that was not quite enough damage. And APA, well, to a degree, Uni and Kitsune did get focused. Had a better target priority here, maybe. Target. Focus fire, pending shots. In general, I think Serenity here took a little bit too much time and also didn't quite have the positions ready in order to react to this play just yet. And with that, we go into the second game here on Desert Sands. APA looking to steal the map. Serenity looking to tie it. Try the double kran. Filled with types. And APA here going for TVP. That is an interesting choice. Because as well for the light tank and the rest types. So a bit more mobile here. Also a little more risky. That TVP is very, very squishy. So let's see how they're gonna use it, or how Last is gonna use it. And of course the response as well from Serenity here. With that double Kranwagen. Next game is up. APA leading 1-0. Team in red here. Over the team in blue. The Bees, as they call themselves. APA with a city play yet again. Almeri here and Taco. Having a little meet and greet. Good spots here again. From both of them. Look at that. 6 tanks spotted here. From APA. And look at those Kranwagens and the Spitfire and the Type here. Isolated in the city. Look at those. Alpha. He has a horde hunting him down. Oh, he's going down. Not even a minute standing between him and his demise. And APA is just rolling over. Ventnam here. Looking to get saved. Spitfire tracked. He's very low. Turned to the side. Picked up. Ventnam low. Kitsune low. But so is the Silver. The next target on the list. Look at his hit points disappear. And APA with Almeri and Last still on the sidelines here. Absolutely dominating this game. Wow. Serenity even spotted it as well. Weren't able to react. And they got eaten alive. Lego here. Up for smacking. And the TVP worked wonderful. Just to quickly catch on it. Because, you know, as Spitfire was crossing, the main damage that came in was Last in that TVP. As they manage a 7-0 here. Wow. APA just overrunning Alpha and Spitfire. Not much they could have done here to avoid that. Although the push was more or less seen by Tacos. Maybe the call wasn't made in time or wasn't made at all. We of course don't know that. And APA leads this 2-0. Lineups are ready as we move to our next map. A new trick. It is a Mullen-Dyke. Serenity here. Keeping more or less their lineup. They're just changing out tacos. Instead of a Sheridan, he's now playing a T100 LT. And that makes more sense. Want a bit of a smaller light tank here. And APA double ice for triple type. Days under 60. And last, this time, playing the light tank, the T100 here. Coming from him. All right. First game here. Mullen-Dyke, APA. Like we established, leading 2-0. A very strong start so far here. The Bees not quite been able to catch that snake yet. Let's see if Tacos can catch something. Barely misses object there. He's last. And gets out. APA here is playing the middle and a bit more passively in the city as well. Ventnam and Days very far back. Not playing the caps here. Serenity has full freedom to take it if they'd like to. As we can see here, the silver actually near A, about to grab it potentially. Nope, objects there, but he just fired. Was not able to interrupt it, but with Uni and Almeri. Not able to pen the shot, however. Can they reload in time? Yes, they can. The HE is here. Still the silver capping. But A has been taken. And Serenity now in the lead. With those crown wagons here still very much safe. Waiting for someone to make their first mistake here in the middle. Never mind. And here we go. APA is turning up the heat. Pushing into the city. Ventnam has been seen. Parker's there taking some beating here. Trading with last, I believe. Both of them still spotted. That shall last them a long time, as we can see. Yeah, APA just deciding to create this defensive line here, that ring. Capping C. For Serenity, still ahead in points. But relatively free to get closer to C here if needed. Which, of course, the situation doesn't ask for at the moment. See them here. Chilling for now. No pressure on them at all. The pressure is indeed on APA. Also have to keep in mind, of course, Serenity here, the ones who are more forced to move if we think about the grand scheme of things. As they are 2-0 down. Oh, look at this. We're seeing a steal object. He's in the cap. Gonna steal it, and here is the charge. Them leading it. A bit hesitant to move forward in the city. B now being taken as well. Look at APA turning up the aggression on all corners here. Just trying to hold C with as little effort as they can. Look at Alpha's hit points. They disappeared. Kranz punishing Unni here. Punishing quite heavily. But there goes the first. Alpha is down. Lego Tacos and the silver here. The next ones on their list. They need to hurry. Their teams in, or their teammates in the city are slowly dying. Points are heavily in their favor, however. Almost 800 here. Lego being focused. Unni is down to a one-shot. Taco able to pick him up. Kitsune goes down. Days is still holding on. 5v5. A interrupted. Last here trying to play against the silver. He's interrupting the cap here really, really well. Oh, that's a fire. Crucial one at that. Days, he's still alive. What is he doing? This man's been occupying 3 heavies for the majority of his lifetime. A has been taken. B is taken now. Serenity. Playing with points. They might just make it here. Object has to pen. Oh, he doesn't pen. Last goes down. APA is not looking too good. Almeri has to help out. C. Interrupted. Ventnam's low. Spitfire. Looking to take him. He bounces the shot. 900 points on both. Oh, this is getting real close now. Almeri. He's trying to stop it from happening. Spitfire, he really needs to not make a JTA moment here. Just gonna pick up Almeri. There he goes. There's the kill. And Serenity is gonna take their first victory here. Reaching 1,000 points. And APA. It's not quite there. And it was a close game though. Both teams rotating in, rotating out of the city. But Serenity just doing it a little bit better. Keeping their tanks alive. Keeping those hit points on the tanks that they need to. And with that, finally, some light at the end of the tunnel. Alright. Have a look at the lineup change here. Serenity, I don't think has changed anything. Keeping that lineup. APA taking an E6 here now from Venom. No light tank. Quad type double 60 as well. Alright. Let's see. What can they do with it? APA here a bit slow on the move, I think, in that game. Maybe also bleeding a bit too much hit points at the start, but you know, all those things anyone can do. And Serenity took really good advantage of that. But let's focus on what's ahead. That is a 2-1 lead now. APA was still ahead. Taco's here. Starting off passively. And APA is spreading out. Is he gonna see them though? I think he will. Tacos does not see Last, does not see Ventnam. Cheeky, got through. He did fell a tree though, I think he might have seen that. And here we go. Spots coming in, the cap started. APA is in the middle. And Tacos, he's just running. Not even gonna try. It makes sense. A capped. See, he's getting capped here from them. Oh, Mary playing the middle with the type. Not much damage has happened yet. It's just that hit on fly ticks. This time APA is the one sending passive tanks here. Double 60s instead of double crans. But the idea is the same. Let them hear that E6 doesn't have a lot of armor. Has to be careful when peeking. Last also with some blind shots. Unsuccessful. Look at Alpha in the middle. Got punished. APA here more or less can hold for the moment. But down on points. But nothing much to fear otherwise. The T100 now rotating through the city. I think we might see a play here soon. Them is slowly getting forward though. Unlike what APA wants, of course. And yeah, both teams here relatively split out. If we look at from the top, APA here with this defensive ring, and Serenity with more line than you'd think. Here we go, APA playing the city. Object spotted, Daze hasn't been seen yet. Kitsune, who can he catch off guard? Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be them. Bounces, however. Nope, misses the house. And Serenity moves in. Spitfire on A. The rest in the middle. Now, it's do or die. Kitsune here. Focus on them. Big hit there, 660. Lytix losing a lot of hit points. Daze here just pushing through the middle. Really wanting to use that focus fire. Have a look at Ventnam as well here. Not looking too healthy. Is making the shots count though. There's Ventnam. Last in support. And a D6 down to a one shot. Negative trade here for Serenity. Looking back in the middle. Them is down to a one shot. Alpha's very low. So is Flytix and the silver. But the kills need to happen. APA hasn't made them yet. Daze here. Picks up one more. The silver is down. So is them in the city. And APA here. This time. With the better game plan. Able to win this one. Keeping their tanks alive. Look at this. 45 hit points. 100 hit points. 600 hit points. The kills are just not coming in from the bees. And them snakes. Keeping all 7 alive. Well done. Absolutely well done. Match point here for APA. Looking very strong right now. Similar opening to the first game on Midnight that we had. But this time not giving Serenity a lot of room. I mean, they did give them the city at the start, but they dragged themselves back and they used that to their advantage, counter pushed through the city, and it worked for them. It worked really well, in fact, making them ahead here. Better focus fire, better target selection, you know, all the good normal stuff that you have, that you want, and that a team should bring to a tournament match APA brought to the table. Maps changed. We moved to Faust. Serenity here need to think of something. And the thought they went with is double 60 eyes for Sheridan and a triple Type 71. EPA bringing out the Vickers Light again. A lot of types. In fact, sextuple types. It's crazy that we even have a word for that. What a word combination. Whatever it is you want to call it. But yeah, here we go. It is our first game on Fast. APA match point 3-1 in this best of 7. Good. Right here, right now, secure themselves for the grand finals. For that big match today, tomorrow. Send down Serenity into the losers bracket, where they would have to face Ikra again. Or we see a continuation of this match. Both light tanks going top, not capping. Spotting each other as well in the process. Serenity here, cap advantage. Shot from Kitsune, not getting spotted. And look at APA, very aggressive. But Serenity might just have them in a chokehold here. Look at those two types. I think they just didn't see them. Oh, this might be really bad if APA can't make good use of that situation they have right now. Focus fire on them. But they're all just creating chaos, driving through. Like it's nobody's business. Object freeze down to a one-shot. He's very low here. Spitfire, he's looking for it. Gets it as well. First blood here, Serenity. Them on 2 hit points. Goes down. Last able to clear. Daze is very low. Hit points very even. But now it's about making your guns work for you. Last out of the fight. Looking to help Kitsune. Almeri here is very low. Lego bounces the shot. That's crucial. Daze and fly ticks here. Daze buying a lot of time. Still alive. And kicking. Lego goes down. APA is looking really good. It's a 6v4. Last is joining in as well. That DPM, that Vickers. Gonna be a huge help here in this fight. And it seems that APA is going to take this one. And look at Flytix. He's doing the GTA here. Against Daze right now. Who's been alive for what feels like 2 minutes. On basically no hit points at all. Bounces again. Daze here. However, also unsuccessful with his shells. Goes down here. Finally, Flytix able to make play. And APA go through to the grand finals. We have our set for tomorrow. 4-1 APA. Congratulations. That's all I can do. And say here, well played to APA. Really well done. Focusfy the push. Serenity. Maybe reacted too slowly. I think they actually weren't even there for part of it. So we'll have to see. I'll have to rewatch how they reacted to that. But yeah. What a strong game in general here, I think. Have one final look at it. I still had this open. My screen capture, I mean. But yeah, look at that. That is the plan for tomorrow. APA is going to be waiting, chilling. And Serenity gonna have to do another one against Ikra. Just played them tiebreaker today. And that might have gotten all their steam out of them. APA here, very strong. In the grand finals. And with that said, that's it for the tournament for today. But sadly not for me. There's another 40 minutes worth of streamage to be done. As, you know, there's a lot of time to fill. And APA is celebrating, unsurprisingly. But yeah, I enjoyed that one a lot. I hope you guys did as well. And I will ask Fujit to let me know when you're ready. And I will continue with replays for the next 40 minutes. Let's start. Yeah, let's just go with however I find them. Let me just look at how they reacted in this game here. Yeah, not everyone of Serenity reacted. We had some still down around D. And then they split as well. Like Flytix and... Let me just check who that was, because I didn't quite see it. Am I blind? I think I'm blind. And them. Oh, never mind. Yeah, they were not quite there in the fight. So... APA just took absolute advantage of that. Which is the right thing to do, really. Realistically. And they played that one well. Oh, nice shot. Why do you see heat for that? Such a waste. I can't type. There we go. Widget will be ready in a moment. Fantastic. I would not have fired that. You were like 2 seconds away. Thank you, Leviathan. Appreciate that. Saying that, I hope everyone did enjoy the commentary. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow. I will analyze, of course, as Bushka is the one commentating. And let's go to Fujit.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
oh. A bit weird. Hang on. That was like breaking my ears, man. Hang on. That was seriously broke my
Who's
ears.
breaking your ears?
Man who said
Loud.
hello.
I'm loud.
It was very loud.
Are you?
Yes.
He has a nice, soft-spoken voice, Fujit. What do you mean?
It's
So-
not the voice. It's not
the
the
mic.
voice.
It's the mic.
It's the microphone. It's sort of boomed. Boomed at me.
Oh.
So, wow, what can I say?
Screw your country.
Yeah, it's their national day. It's their national day. And apparently they were trying to limit the amount of internet traffic because it got a bit overloaded for all intents and purposes. And they pressed the wrong button, allegedly.
Who let the intern do it?
Absolutely. It all went a bit mad. It all went a bit mad. So that they actually cut, they literally cut YouTube off. It was like, what? What are you doing, you muppets?
So everything else worked, I guess.
Everything else worked apart from YouTube. OBS was still churning everything out, and OBS went, "You've been disconnected from the server." I was like, "What?" Hey. So
Your
I tried to
signal
tell
is not
everybody-
reaching.
Well, one of the problems that I had was that, and you know, this is the thing. So I had like a load of people because you know I had like sort of 7,800 waiting,
Yeah,
and then as soon as the stream starts, they all disappear. Yeah.
Same for me.
Well, I've been trying to say to them, guys, you know, get over to every, but they'd all left. They'd all left my stream. Okay, and they were watching through the portal, which yeah, I understand that. And so I'm typing in YouTube and I'm doing all this saying, guys, you need to go here.
Yeah, they don't
guys,
see it.
They're not seeing it because they're not on my stream anymore. And now I've got people coming back to the stream saying, hey, I lost 28 minutes because of you. So, well, actually,
Yeah, it's
No.
unfortunate.
no, you should have just switched stream in the portal
Yeah.
because there were more than one stream in the portal, to be honest. And that's the thing, you know, you could have just switched the stream. I did. I switched onto you and I told everybody switch onto every. But I didn't have not everybody was remaining. Now, those who remained in my stream only lost 4 minutes
Oh.
in total. Absolutely. So they only lost 4 minutes. Whereas those who left my stream when it first started, as soon as the portal opened, they lost a little bit more because they weren't in the stream. Yeah. So there's not much I can do about that, guys. You know, I told everybody still in the stream to go to your port, to go to Everest portal. I told everybody in the stream what to do, blah, blah, blah. And those who were in my stream only lost 4 minutes. That's it.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's not that bad, right?
No, it's not. 4 minutes is fine.
Yeah, but some people are like I've had, sometimes I went to check up on the Blitz Ultimate Cup, like the official server channel, you know, just to see what happened, because I knew someone would be outraged. And there are some messages in there that are not okay. And I think also at some point they said Fujit's and the Spanish stream wasn't working.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
did something
on
happen
my-
with Robert? I didn't hear anything.
No, with from the Asia server, the guys who playing in Asia server with the link from Asia, they have some problem. Someone just type on my chat too. They say
No, I
all
did
the
hear
bo-
that. Yeah, Wargaming they fixed it though, and they're giving
Ah, they fixed it.
compensation.
Ah, okay. No,
But
because
I just
first,
heard
see-
about Robert specifically, you know. That's what I mean.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
I don't know
No,
what happened
but-
with him.
Here's the interesting part. I mean, because obviously I had my stream open on my iPad, yeah? And I took time faffing around to get the stream back on and up and running and everything because obviously YouTube went down completely for me. And I'm going to get all 4 keys because I just switched onto your stream. And the thing is, we've still got another 30 odd minutes to go on the stream. So,
Yep.
you know, what can I say? So people haven't
Except
lost.
you're
any-
welcome. Sorry.
You're welcome.
I had to.
Yeah, you're welcome. That's the way it goes. But you know, for those who remained on my stream, I said sorry, I apologized, I did what I could, I got it all back. It just took a little bit of time, unfortunately, guys, because that's just the way things work. I don't have control over the government here. I wish I did, but I don't.
That'd be
So-
cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but I don't, so I can't. So you know, at the end of the day, that's just the way. You know, unfortunately, the cookie crumbles sometimes. There's not
It crumbled really hard, didn't it?
Well, some things are just outside of our control. And the moment the stream went, then I literally made a new stream. Couldn't open it because obviously YouTube was down. But
Yeah.
I got the message out to Wargaming, and Toylian managed to get it sorted as soon as the stream came back up. So
Yep. MVP of
Yeah.
tonight. Anyway, should we get on with what we saw tonight?
absolutely, you kick off with Serenity and Ikra. Because
those were- Dude, those were great games. I think Manu can agree, right?
Yeah, oh my god, I see a really good game from APA. They make a
No, we
really
mean the
huge-
first game that we saw, Manu.
the first game. Yeah.
Yeah, Serenity
well-
Ikra.
Oh my god, the Serenity was really good with Ikra. They go in the free at free, and on the last one I say, oh my god, what's happening here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
because
went-
in this game you don't know when I don't know how I say when you say I win, you go with the lose. So yeah, it's was a nice really interesting battle.
Yeah, I mean, we had back and forth RNG wins, because one thing I can definitely recommend is the Canal games, Fujit. Like the
Okay.
first two games on Mayan, where like they went tied 1-1, 2-2, 3-3. So it was a back and forth. But the first two on Mayan, they were pretty good, I would say.
Okay.
The first game I think went to Ikra. Where I don't actually remember what they did, but I remember Serenity did it, but better.
Yeah.
In the second game then. But Canal went to the typical Canal game, and then the Ice 4 of... My god, I don't remember who it was actually now. Got Amarak for 2.2k.
Wow.
When the
Amarak.
game... Yeah, when the game was... Both teams were at roughly 800 points. And... Oh god, which team was it? I need to go back now. Wait, let me go back on my stream. Because I don't want to talk nonsense now. Yeah, that was... Serenity did the Amarak. Against... the one where you asked how to pronounce the name. I forgot what it's called. Sorry.
Rusk. What is it?
Wait, I think I found the message.
Ruka.
La Volika. Anyway, they got Amarak for 2,222 actually damage.
Oh,
Yeah, so you know, they were both quite even in points, but Serenity was a bit behind. So the
Okay.
Amarak turned it instantly. They pushed, of course. Gun advantage turned them into the favor, of course. They won that game. And then in the second game, it was again stalemate, not as tight yet, I think. And
Yeah.
then, who was it? I believe it was Darkside or Psychopath. One of those two made an amazing blind shot into the corner at the A-cap. You know that one, right? Where in randoms there's always TDs. He blind fired, hit Alpha, who was already punished from the start of the game, set him on fire and killed him.
Yeah, I
Which
think was
therefore turned the
twice so far,
game
yeah.
into Ikra's favor.
Wow.
Yeah,
like,
I was this,
imagine- Not only a blind shot, not only did it hit or not like the tracks or something, but also a fire.
he burning fire.
Yeah, but I think all in all, Ikra had great ideas. They were just lacking execution in terms of focus fire, bouncing. They made great pushes on what is it called again? Yukon, for example. I don't know if Manu, if you want to talk about that game, because I've been
Okay.
cutting you off.
No, no, don't worry. No, no. I see. Yeah, they. I don't know. They make a lot of shots of. I don't know. I see something different, but sometimes I see. I don't know how to say. I think they shoot on the not on the same tank, or because the enemy team just um, shield the
Mm.
clan mate, the teammate. But sometimes I see some shoots on different tanks. Uh, I don't know if they can shoot on the tank what they call it, and to not stay too long with the shell in the gun. I think because if you have you are ready to shoot and you can shoot because another guy defended the boy who have less HP. I think you need to shoot someone.
Mm.
I think, but was yeah.
Essentially, what you tried to say was the focus fire was not that great, right?
Yeah. The
To
focus
simplify.
fire. Yeah. The best focus fire what I see was on IKPA team
Absolutely.
because not only the rush, but the focus fire because I see the color when they call one tank they go everyone from for that tank and no one shoot nowhere. So I think the best focus fire was on the IKPA team.
Absolutely. But Fujit, why don't you enlighten us on what happened between Serenity, no, APA and BPS, I think, right?
Well, from the off, APA have just been pummeling everybody. From the very first game, I mean, you could see that they were just up for pure aggression and control of the map. And to be honest with you, they made both BPS and Serenity look pedestrian. To be fair, and I was
So
trying
it
to say in the
was
stream,
the same show, essentially.
yeah, it was similar. I mean, it was 4-1 against BPS,
Mm.
but the thing is, they absolutely made both of these teams, and BPS have got a great lineup. They've got a great lineup, fantastic players, just bursting with experience in the tour scene. These guys know what they're doing. And the thing is, the way APA played today, they were just far too strong. And on Canal, the opening game was just like, right, let's just rush, let's just go straight over the top and just wreck them. Mayan Ruins was also similar, but their pure aggression came out on Canal on the first game. To be fair, the second game they got turned over by BPS. BPS were ready for it, but the two Mayan Ruin games were very brawly, but the focus fire of APA was just on point, absolutely on point.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. I say it first. Oh my god. Yeah, I was little disappointed about BPS because oh my god, I say what happening, but this is the life. Yeah, I don't know, or because I don't know, I don't know how I say, but BPS don't play very good today. I don't know what happening, and or because they find the best team in game, but they are good too. So I don't know what happening.
I don't think it was. I mean, I'll get to BPS in a moment, but I can't turn around and say, "Oh, BPS were just terrible against APA," because today I think APA had the ability to make everybody look terrible. Now I know. I mean, I have a soft spot for Serenity, and the thing about Serenity is, I know that they are a bloody good team. We all know they're a really good team, but APA
I mean, they're
just
top
made
4.
yeah, but APA just made them look like they're not. And I don't think any team today would have done well against APA. And that's the thing.
You know what
That is the thing.
just to cut you in there a bit, sorry about that. That APA reminded me of the last 2 years' BLITZ Cup endgame. It felt like the energy they gave up, that aggression, that focus fire, you know, it gave off similar vibes. I know they're a different clan, different players, but you know, it just what it felt like to me, I guess. I don't know if that made sense.
What I see today, I see IPA. I think it's their favorite to win it. If they playing like how they playing today, I think they are favorites to win this tournament because they're good players, make a focus fire on the point, and yeah, they play very very good. The best team what I see today was APA because
Absolutely.
yeah we see something with Serenity with the IKPA, but the best one for me for my vision the favorite are APA. They play great. They are great players. All we
Yeah, I
know
mean,
that player.
APA's focus fire tonight was just unreal. But there's just one person I thought was critical for APA today. And if you go back and watch any of the streams, any of the games, Uni is just pivotal in almost everything he does.
And the thing is, he doesn't stand out.
That's the thing.
Absolutely does not stand out, that player. Insane.
But if you go back and look at the games,
Yeah, Uni was the
his positioning, and his positioning and his movement, and his shots are all brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And you can see that he's the pivotal role at the moment, and he is the team captain. I don't know if he's
For
the
a reason,
caller.
yeah.
I don't know if he's the caller. I'm not sure. I didn't ask. But seriously, go back and have a look at Uni and the way he plays. He's very very underestimated in his role. And
Yeah, like
to
under the
me,
radar, don't stick out.
yeah. And that's the thing. That's the thing. I mean, we all know the others. You know, they can do this, they can do that. But I was just making a mental note that Uni today, to me, just shone. To be honest, most of the games he finished on a lot of HP still,
was like
and he did a lot
Messi.
of damage.
Was like Messi in Argentina. That is true.
I mean, he played a pivotal role. I mean, we didn't have any ammo racks or anything like that, but I mean, just going back to the games we've just seen, which is APA and Serenity. That in that last game, that push by APA, you can't compete against that. To be fair, there's nothing Serenity could have done.
Yep.
I mean, they just pushed right through the ACAP, and there was literally nothing Serenity could do about it. And you just watch them swarming around. Even on Desert Sands, there was one stage you could see Object 3 was like, I'm not even going to bother to shoot you. I'm going to just drive past you and shoot somebody else. It was, it was amazing to watch.
One thing I want to point out as well, I noticed that a lot, especially today, is people being more like keeping track of using their alpha damage properly. Like 60 TPs not shooting one shots if there's a type nearby. That kind of stuff. I noticed that a lot today as well. And I think that's what a lot of, especially earlier, like up and coming clans can still work on or learn from. Is, you know, when there's a type, he's loaded, don't shoot with your 60 TP on it, because you're wasting reload, you're wasting precious alpha damage. That's one of the reasons you take that tank for, is that big alpha. But, you know, that didn't quite work. Or doesn't quite work with a lot of teams, but today we saw it a lot again, and I really like that. It's a small touch, but, you know, you notice it if you pay attention.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said at the end of my stream. I mean, if you were a betting person, you would literally put all your money on APA, on their performance today. However, tomorrow is a different day. And you don't know if APA are going to go into tomorrow overconfident, too confident, brimming with confidence, where the others are going into the game with more of a try-hard mode because they're fighting to get back in. Yeah, that's the thing. So it's a tale of two tournaments, realistically. I think we'll see something different tomorrow.
I mean, it's also a case of the others will be warmed up, APA isn't. Because they're going to be waiting for that game to happen, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
But then again, sorry, they could see their performance. You know, what are they doing? Are they making more mistakes? What can we punish? It's a give and take, really.
Absolutely. But whoever, you know, the game to watch tomorrow is Serenity against Ikra, because I think both of those teams are going to come out all guns blazing. Now the thing is, again, if you're a betting person, you put your money on Serenity because Ikra have not beaten them.
But they went to tiebreaker again today, so
there you go. So are Ikra finally working out how to play against Serenity, or is Serenity, you know, able to just read Ikra in the end? And I think you know it's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be an interesting tomorrow. Is going to be very interesting. APA are clearly the favourites. They've had a great autumn season, great prove your skill, great professionals tour, and at the moment they are just unbelievably strong, unbelievably strong. They're clearly the favourites, but I wouldn't write off either Serenity or Ikra just yet. Ikra really made BPS look pedestrian with that 4-0 win. And you could see that Ikra were smarting over that defeat against Serenity. That's what I'm talking about, the try-hard mode.
yeah. Also a case of just going back to the last game we saw, that I was thinking maybe that's the case, is that Ikra just took so much energy out of Serenity with that tiebreaker.
Could have been, yes.
And then like, you know what, we are safe at least for tomorrow. Of course that's a reckless thing to think about.
Yeah.
As a standpoint of Serenity, or any clan for that matter. But you know, you've just played a really hard tiebreaker. You went back and forth, each taking a point apiece. So maybe there was just no steam left.
Well, you say it's reckless, but there comes a point in time when Serenity said, you know, to turn APA around, we're already 2, maybe 3-1 down or whatever. It's gonna take all our energy to do this. And maybe you're right. Maybe it was like, we've already expended a lot of energy against Ikra. The chances are, you know, if we do throw everything at it now, we can get APA turned, then you know it's gonna take a lot out of us. So it's better to just like bite the bullet and say, look, APA are gonna come back anyway, because it's 3-1 at the moment, and you know at the end of the day we're going to be facing Ikra anyway. So why expend all our energy? So there could be a little bit of that. There could be.
I mean, that's also the case of, I mean, R2K literally did it. Like, I don't remember when it was. But when they were like, you know what, we'll go through losers. Let's not show all our strategies. And they won in the end.
Yeah, I mean...
Of course,
you know,
that's always, is it because you saved it? Or is it just because you were better? But, I mean, it's always the element of surprise that helps, regardless of if you're better or not.
Of course.
So yeah, I mean, we're just speculating in the end. That's all we can do as an outsider looking in.
It's true. But as I said, I mean, if we were to look at just on the strength of today, then APA are unbelievably powerful and strong. They truly are. I mean, I can't see anybody on that performance beating APA. Not really. They can hurt them. They can give them a bloody nose, But on that performance, I think APA are almost unbeatable. And they've thrown the challenge down to the other teams to say, you know, you've got to come and beat us. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
It's also to be
Because-
careful then, though. You know, don't get on a high horse.
Well, that's what I said about the overconfidence, you see. And yeah, it's going to be, like I said, tomorrow is going to be nail biting, I think. To be
I
fair.
can't wait.
Not
I
gonna
mean,
lie.
we've
already
had
got Ikra
great
and Serenity again.
games on the other servers, you know. It can't get worse.
Oh, it
It
won't
can only
do.
get
I
even
mean,
better.
you know, look, these guys have been working for this for a long time. It's not like, you know, they just all jumped into a game this morning and said, let's do a QT. They put a lot of blood, sweat, tears, and, you know, grubby fingerprints on their various devices to get to this stage. And both Ikra and Serenity want that final spot. You know, there's no
Absolutely.
two ways about it. And you are going to see both of these teams literally smashing each other to bits tomorrow to get there. And it wouldn't surprise me if it goes to a decider again.
I wanted to, honestly.
The
If it
only
were me,
downside to
all
that-
games go to tiebreaker. Just do it. Because it's more
the
exciting.
only- Yeah, but the only downside to that is, as you said earlier, are you going to be expending all your, you know, energy before you get to meet up with APA, who are going to be fresh out the blocks?
True.
So that's why tomorrow I think is going to be an exciting day. It's going to be an exciting end to this this tournament season, to be honest with you. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, APA are on the cusp of getting something that they've tried to get for a long time. Let's be honest. They just haven't. They've normally just not got to that last part. Yeah, they've just not got there. Now they're on the cusp of getting there, and they're not going to want to lose that in any way,
Absolutely.
shape, or form. Ikra, well, they're new to our server, the EU server, and they've thrown the gauntlet down as well, and they've said, look, you know, we're the new kids on the block, but we're here to stay, and we're going to show you that we can, you know, we're bringing some new stuff to you guys. And Serenity is still up and coming. Let's be honest. I mean, they're a great team, great bunch of guys. They just, you know, they're laid back, they're fun, they're generally beautiful to watch. Not so
They're
much.
bees.
Yeah, on Faust. You know, how many seasons have Serenity been around now? What is this, their second major season? Realistically, they were in the
I
Blitz
think
Cup.
they've been since last year, yeah.
That's what I mean. But
I don't know
you
how far they came, but
Exactly. So you know, this is a team that is just growing in strength, literally, and you know, maybe they you know, this season was their season, and I don't know, APA just got a bit stronger and just, you know, focused a bit more. I don't know. I mean, up until this season, APA have been led by Yennefer, I believe. Now Uni's jumped in, and APA, like I said, have always been there. They've always been, you know, in the top 8.
Yep.
But they just could never get it past that final hurdle.
I
Maybe
think they were top 4 last year.
yeah,
But they couldn't make it further than that.
They couldn't make it further, and maybe just that slight tweaking with Uni, because Yennefer's still playing. I don't know who's calling, as I said, but maybe that little slight tweaking, as giving sort of renewed impetus to APA, potentially. I don't know. That's not anything against Yennefer. I mean, Yennefer's a great captain. Yennefer's led this team particularly well for a long time. That's why it's exciting, I think. That's why the autumn, this season has been very exciting.
And it's all coming down tomorrow. What else is there to say?
Absolutely, it's all coming down to the final day tomorrow, and it's all set up for nail biting, exciting, exhilarating gameplay. That's the way I see it. I can't see any of these guys dropping the ball and not giving us anything but amazing, exciting games.
I mean, that's what we're here for, right? Watch great
Absolutely.
games. Not
They're
great
great.
games. Amazing
Yeah,
games.
amazing. They are great players. They're amazing players.
And they are amazing players.
Yeah, they make everything a nice movement, focus. It's not easy to be here like a team because I think on back it's a lot of work because if you are here, I think you are on the best place, and here you need to be professional because it's not easy to be there. I'm sure about that.
No, not in the slightest. But it's
Yeah.
not just that. I mean, it's a different mindset to the public matches. It's a different mindset. It's a different way of approaching the game. And, you know, I mean, it's like when you see some of them push. You see them push and you think, oh, he's dead. Why is his team not coming to help him? Because there's no point. He's dead. And you're just going to lose hit points by jumping in if he's isolated. And it's a different mindset, a different way of doing things. And on top of that, you know, we've got a big prize pot up for grabs. There's going to be nerves. There's going to be tension. There's going to be stress. All these things, you know, fall into play. And it's not like when we play in a public match.
Random,
You know, it's like
random, random match.
I wish we could all be tournament players then.
yeah,
If we
it'd be
played
great.
untouched.
I mean, you know, fair play to these guys because they're playing at the top level, and you know they're doing a lot of games, and it's a lot of coordination. You're trying to outsmart, outthink your opponent. You're trying to land those penetrating shots, and you know, as somebody said to me the other week, at this level, even when you do a push or even when you're doing the focus fire, if you're just if you're a nanosecond out in your focus fire or your push, it's the difference between a successful push or successful focus fire to absolute disaster.
Yeah, we see something tonight, like 2 seconds. Someone lose like 2k HP in 2 seconds.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 4 or 5 guys shoot one time and he died in like 2 seconds.
I mean, we've
That-
seen it with Alpha, like in the last match on Desert Sands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he died in 2 seconds. 4 or 5 people shoot like 1 millisecond. Boom, 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 boom. Dead.
Yeah.
And we have to consider as well, like, it's often overlooked, but the competition has increased massively with the server merge. Or, well, at least most people migrating, I guess. Especially some of the top clans / top players that play tournament on the CIS region now playing on here. I mean, some of them already were with other accounts. But
Yeah, some of them
now
were,
that they are here to stay, you know, it's even harder to be at that top level because there's more that are fighting for it. And we saw it this season in autumn.
But it's not just that. It's not just that. I mean, you've also got different game styles. I mean, you know, you and I have both streamed this with the previous CIS server, and you know, their way of approaching tournaments was very aggressive, very, very, very sort of high and fisting it in a lot of the games, all about domination in map control.
Yeah, strategic
you-
pushing, as I like to call it.
Or strategic pushing, as you like to call it. And on EU, it's been more like, let's think about this, let's do this, let's try and control the map, you know, from a position of, you know, strength rather than weakness, and let's do this and that. And you're throwing into the mix other things now, and there has to be an adaptation. And what I saw tonight is APA of basically almost fit in better than some of the others. I mean, some of their moves tonight were very aggressive, very dominant. Their focus fire was like what I've seen in the past with the likes of Mercy and you know, people like that. And you're seeing that from APA. You know, I'll
Yep.
never forget when one of the RU teams or the CIS teams took a load of mice into the desert on desert sands, or took their entire team through Middleburg without taking a single cap. And you know, that's what I saw from APA this evening on Canal and on Mayan Ruins. That's what I saw. I saw that raw aggression, but coordinated aggression, coordinated focus fire, and you know that's a good thing for the EU server. I think. I don't think it's a
It's
bad
not
thing.
mindless pushing. It's, well, strategic, as you've already said clearly. And I think it's really just to quickly finish off the point. Whilst the CIS was like that strategic pushing on the EU server, and it extends a bit to the others, but they're more of a mixture. On EU, we had more of a let's play cap control.
Yes.
You know, it doesn't have to be let's have the cap, but let's stay on top of it. Let's defend it. Castilla, for example, just shut down the cap. If we can't have it, no one can. Or Canal is another huge map where it almost always ended in the last minute or when the teams got to 800-900 points. Now we have fresh win. Now that's not happening. Of course it still is, but not as often, and the games get more exciting as we go on.
Yeah.
And with that, everyone, the time for keys is over. I've got all of mine. I hope everyone
You know,
else did as well.
ironically, some people are coming onto my stream and saying they got theirs as well. So you know, guys,
Very
if,
nice.
you know, on the portal. I mean, I've had a lot of messages, nasty messages, to be fair. But you know, I don't understand why I got a lot of nasty messages. I got a lot of nasty messages from people who said, "Oh, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, well, hang on a minute. You know, there were more than just me streaming. You know, it doesn't take the brains of an archbishop to work out jump onto every stream. You know, it doesn't. It's not rocket science, guys. Seriously.
They make it out to be, but it's not.
No, it's not. It's not.
I think everyone have two smartphone, one PC, one smartphone. I think will be great to be on YouTube with us and on platform too, because it's something nice. I think because if you stay on YouTube, you have some chats, something like this,
I
and
get that, Manu,
yeah,
but when my stream went down, okay,
yeah,
it would have come up that the stream has gone down. It comes up because it says stream ended because YouTube just kills the stream. You know, all you have to do is drop down the little menu box if you're watching from the portal and switch.
switch and see what is
And you
there.
wouldn't have lost any time. You wouldn't have lost any keys or anything. Now, I get a few people, you know, want to watch this stream or that stream. I understand that. And those of you who did miss out because you decided to stay on my stream, then, you know, you can always write to Wargaming and say, look, guys, you know, the streamer's stream went down. I lost time. They will know you were logged in. They will know all of that. And they'll do something as long as it's genuine.
And I mean, let's put it this way. Those who didn't switch are probably those who didn't watch for the tools, but just for the keys. I don't want to call out anyone, and not a lot of people do. But most of them at least still pay attention to the games. They watch it. Like, oh, this is getting interesting. But if you just watched for the keys and you got, well, screwed by that. I don't want to be rude, but I guess.
By the way, I
You
just got a
deserve it?
message from Whale Legs, who plays on the NA server, and he said that Uni, Dark Time, and Kitsune do most of the calling for APA. So there you go.
Ah.
There you go.
Did Dark Time
And with
even
that,
play?
you can't you can't get any more keys. It's as simple as that. I'm afraid, because it's been turned off now. But some of the people I know have said to me that they've only lost a few minutes because there was a new stream, there was a new link, everything came up and running. Wargaming, I sent them the new link, and apparently it was working. So in fact, I'm just going to click on now to see because I actually got keys, funnily enough.
Okay. Juice.
So I'm just going to look now and have a look, see if the stream is up and running, because it should be. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's working fine. The stream has been working fine. The link is working fine.
Fantastic.
So I just dropped down the menu tab and clicked on the stream, and it's working fine, guys. So, but like it's not your fault that the stream went down. I get that.
It's not yours either, though. Gotta keep that in mind to the people's head.
I can't help a country turning off the wrong button. Crazy people.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that I don't think you deserve the hate people give you. Because
you're the YouTuber.
you are not the ones in control.
Nah, but you're the YouTuber. It's your stream, so people don't see the things that go behind it. I mean, it's like when you ping out, and you all get downvoted because you ping out. That's not gunfire. It's fireworks. It's their national day, as I said.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
but
why
at
all
least
went a
I
little
want
bit
those
sort of
who are
flustered.
watching, those who are still listening, at least they should know.
Absolutely. Well, that's the end from my stream because the timer is now turned off. But before I go, guys, those of you left on my stream, all 50 odd of you, don't forget tomorrow it's more keys in less time, and it's on
Yes.
Wargaming's channel. Okay, so don't shout at me.
That doesn't matter for the keys, though, because we're watching
No.
on the portal.
Yeah, but they're streaming it. But don't shout at me if it goes down.
Dubai cuts off the internet on other regions now.
But yeah, you're gonna get the chance to get. I think it's 8 keys tomorrow, so
8, yes.
you got plenty of chances to get more.
And you'll
keys.
hear us, me and Fujit and Nella, analyze.
Absolutely. So there's plenty of more opportunities to get some keys. So don't write everything off just yet. Not just yet. There's there's still one more to go, and there's only one stream, so that gives rewards tomorrow. It's a Wargaming stream, so everybody take a chill pill. Seriously, you'll get your opportunity to get even more keys tomorrow. And with that, that's the end of this stream. Because there's no more keys, no more games, no more nothing.
I'm also out of replay, so this worked out wonderfully.
Yeah, I'm out of replays as well now.
Did you
I'm
show
out
the
of
ones I had for you? The lot I sent to you?
Yeah.
I think I have like 2K replays. A lot of replays. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Fujit, in the end, the
Yeah.
plan was Manu just streams the tournament games, but then he just was like, you know what? The replays are great. Let me watch those.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah,
What
why
more
not?
do you
Why not?
I just had a dub right behind me. An
Ah,
Italian dub.
Yeah.
nice.
Anyway,
Right.
thank you guys for coming on, and
Thank
you
you.
guys also for commentating. Check out the other streamers. We were 6 tonight.
Yes.
Ice Shot, Ninja, both in Russian, Robert in Spanish. We have Manu in Italian, and me and Fuji doing it in good old English. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it,
Thank you.
and I'll go sleep and eat. Bye
Same.
bye.